Welcome to Thursday night edition of Clear as Mud. I'm Peepaw Riveter. I'm joined tonight with my co-host Gigi Loves Hearts. Why am I not hearing Gigi?
I don't know.
Okay, I did hear you. I hear you. I heard you then. Old man, I guess, whatever. And then, of course, and we've been, as you can see, Seth has kind of been replaced by DMax tonight because...
Hi.
Hey, DMax, thanks for joining us. And also, Nerdy John's here, but he's not on cam, so that's okay.
Yeah. So I figure between Nerdy John and I, we're both half a man, so we should be able to make, one whole Seth, I think. Makes sense, right? Math-wise, I think.
See,
Sure.
I thought you were here possessing Seth. That we did briefly have a conversation on your stream about Casper.
Yeah.
And I thought that's how this works.
Yeah, no, I know better than to try to possess Seth. I mean, that's just like, you immediately get zapped to the bad place. There's all sorts of like mind viruses you have to be worried about. I mean, you start to forget about things like beavers, It's just, it's probably not for the best to do that. That's why I don't. Yeah. So no. Yeah. I can't and that one.
and Nerdy John, welcome aboard this evening. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Literally just got off work and found out that I was a guest star about 5 minutes ago.
Hey.
Well, okay. So I reached out to Nerdy earlier today when Seth notified me that she's on holiday, and where she's at, the internet is sporadic at best. And she said, get Nerdy if you can, because quote, and I don't get a big head here. Oh. She said he's the only person that could fill her shoes, basically.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So you have the same size feet as her?
She must have some big feet,
Yeah.
Hey, you know what they say about big feet?
Is that, does that mean that she has big feet or that you have small feet,
Maybe it's like big American, but small Danish. Who knows?
Maybe,
there you go.
Maybe.
JFA tipped $5, says DMax is here. Boring Salvo pancakes abuser.
I'm sorry, Salvo. I shouldn't have done it. I should have. You know what? I should DM him just to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, because evidently that's a thing, right? You gotta
be careful about that.
Gotta follow up on them, make sure that they're.
Oh okay. yeah. I heard that that's like the rule of the game now. After you call someone retarded.
I didn't even make. Okay, listen. Fuck it. Milltown. I'm sorry. I wasn't even trying to make that a joke, buddy. I just was being stupid. It's nothing personal.
Oh God. Anyway, so I did reach out to Nerdy earlier today, but of course, Nerdy works and stuff, and I wasn't for sure exactly, when or whatever. And so it was getting down closer to the wire, and I said, you know what? I know Seth didn't say this, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe DMax is available. And so I reached out and DMax said, sure. And I said, oh, thanks. So DMax, agreed to come on, but we're blessed. We've got Nerdy John, so I think that's okay. So since there
can only be one gay co-star, okay?
Well, so since I think we're all kind of through, patting each other on the back and how great we are and all that kind of stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
Let's get into this. Let's get into this Lil Tay thing now. I want to do a real brief little TLDR because some of the people may not know her history. DMax was even saying that she came on the scene after he kind of left the scene, so he didn't even know who she was until all this stuff kind of popped up.
It's like I found out about her. Yeah, I found out about her, and then she died. It was like, basically she had died.
Oh.
She died, quote unquote, and that's how I found out about her. I was like, who's Lil Tay? Everybody's like upset Lil Tay's dead. I'm like, rip, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Greatest SoundCloud rapper known to man.
So Lil Tay was this young 9-year-old little girl from Canada. In California. I don't know when she first broke on the scene. I don't know if her parents were separated or divorced at that point in time. But I do know now that her mom, I think, lives out in California somewhere. Her dad still lives in Canada. I know there was some custody issues that occurred and stuff. But at 9 years old, she kind of broke onto the scene because she was one of these, what they call, I guess, a flex rapper, for the lack of a better word. She got a lot of heat because she would toss around the N-word soft A.
Okay.
Things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you remember, actually, she like her first like public appearance was does anyone remember the Catch Me Outside girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Vicky.
Yeah. So I guess.
No. Wait, hold on. Pause. Will Vicky and the Cash Me Outside girl are two different people. But
No. They had interactions because the Catch Me Outside girl was beefing with another teenaged influencer, and so Lil Tay was part of the posse. I forget whose posse she was with specifically. Yeah. But yeah, that's technically her first
North
public
side,
appearance.
West side, South side, East side. I don't know. All the
Listen,
sides.
Holmes,
Apparently.
you're gonna get shot.
So
yeah, she's like a fucking compass. She's got so many sides to her.
I'm going to show this. This is probably a huge mistake, and I'm probably going to catch a lot of shit for this.
Okay.
But this was circa probably, I think, around 2017, 18. She was like, okay, so she's 14 years old now. This is 9, so this is 5 years ago. So that put about 18 or so, I guess. Well, I'm on
just about.
I want that. Okay, I was on the wrong thinking thing. Okay. So yeah, about 2018, I guess, or so. But this was one of the things. This is and I'll warn those. So if certain words offend you.
What the fuck is this? What is this little girl going to do? What are you talking?
Listen,
why this big long disclaimer? What the hell?
I'm gonna tell you, some people get triggered, dude. Words evidently
I get it. But like,
did you see it?
9.
Did you see the? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're like a toddler and they accidentally say,
No.
"We need to cancel them." Okay.
We've lived through Lieutenant Corbus. I think we can take this.
No, listen. I saw a dude today ranting and raving because this, I can't remember the guy's name. He's a Twitch streamer, or whatever. Got a kick deal. The guy was saying, "I can't believe he's doing this. This is horrible. I can't, because he has a lot of LGBTQ fans and stuff, and he's going over to kick and it's anti-Semitic and shit, right?" And I'm like, okay, so I guess all of a sudden, yeah, exactly. All of a sudden, I guess. Words are dangerous places.
Well, no, no. It's just if you're inside of a room, like if you walk into a room to do a performance where people have said bad things before, that makes you a bad person.
Oh, I forgot. It's the echo of association. It's not
right. It's not even guilt by association. It's the echo of it. Exactly.
Yeah. So, like, if for example, if like a Twitch organization covered up an essay, does that mean every like single Twitch streamer from now on is culpable with that essay cover up?
Yeah, exactly. By their logic, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Well, DMax, you got a lot to answer for.
Exactly, Mr.
I always
Twitch,
have a lot to answer.
Mr. Twitch user. So anyway, let's listen to Lil Tay here. This was one of our segments of one of her little raps things that she did. We'll even blow it up. We'll get it big screen so we get all the glory.
Shit,
I gotta feel it.
Here we go.
This Lil Tay. Bitch, I'm richer than all y'all broke ass niggas. 30 on my wrist. Bitch, what the fuck all y'all doing with your lives? I'm 9. I was born in Atlanta and I was broke as hell. Look at me now. I'm all better than you, broke ass.
Damn.
Yeah.
By the way, like it's been revealed already. Her brother was behind basically everything she did. Surprisingly, a 9-year-old isn't originally a flexer.
Right? Yeah. Also turned out that they were using homes. Her mother, if I remember correctly, was like a real estate agent. And so they would use some of these homes for their little Instagram and Twitter videos and stuff.
I'm confused because, like, Again, like, I just don't understand how people, like, was there anybody out there that was going, this 9-year-old girl definitely has like $1 million mansions and is definitely like, you know, fucking with a Bugatti and shit. Like
Rice gum.
like what? He
Rice
thought
gu-
it. He really thought that was real.
I don't know, but he actually got into doing like some beef with her, the little raps and shit.
So it's really
Is that
like
really-
it's,
okay,
it's
that
unfortunately
clip-
Asian on Asian crime.
It was,
Yeah,
yeah,
right,
it was, yeah.
I mean, that isn't even really a rap. Like, I don't understand. Like, it didn't
That's
have,
an
like,
intro to the rap.
Oh, okay. So then she goes into the rap. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Yeah.
well, also
I guess I haven't heard her. Yeah.
we should mention the other thing she would do was take videos in like these fancy cars and apartments, and it was actually her mother's. Her mother was a real estate agent, so that's how they were getting access to these houses.
Right.
And the cars was something like that also. So her mother also lost her job and
because of all this. Yeah. It was a whole thing.
Well, you know, shocker, guys. I hate to like, you know, lift up the curtain a bit, but do you know all the Bugattis that you see in like a rap video? Those aren't actually owned by the rapper. They're rented out for the music video.
Whoa.
I know, right?
Are you telling me that video that Turkey Tom did on Tipster? Are you telling me that wasn't wasn't really his?
He doesn't
car?
own that whip. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. He actually rented it from me.
Oh,
well,
fair
that
enough.
stands
Okay,
to
well,
reason.
Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
anyway, so yesterday, on Lil Tay's Instagram, this was posted. This said that it is with heavy heart that we share the devastating news of our beloved Claire's sudden and tragic passing. We have no words to express the unbearable loss and indescribable pain. This outcome was entirely unexpected and has left us all in shock. Her brother's passing adds even a more unimaginable depth to our grief. During this time of immense sorrow, we kindly ask for privacy as we grieve this overwhelming loss, as the circumstances surrounding Claire and her brother's passing are still under investigation. Claire will forever remain in our hearts, her absence leaving an irreplaceable void that will be felt by all who knew and loved her. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny because I think this is the first time that I'm actually like objectively reading this without like understand. You know, now I guess with a little bit of hindsight.
Yeah.
That's fake as hell. What are you even talking about? How the hell would you like?
Why was there
present
even a
that
debate about this?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Because like after reading that, it's like again, it's like so the way that they would present like their daughter dying is like, oh, and then also it's really sad too that her brother died as well.
Yeah.
It's like what?
Yeah.
Like no, you wouldn't present it that way at all.
Not at
you
all.
know?
Not at all.
Yeah.
No. So
Obvious.
of course, immediately people kind of started going, this is sus as hell. But here's the other side of the thing too, though, right? If it was legitimate, you didn't want to be the asshole hanging out here saying this is fake as shit, and it turns out a 14-year-old child has died for whatever reasons, right?
I don't know. That would be pretty good on my. I wouldn't feel bad on my conscience.
Yeah, well, no, you wouldn't. Well, yeah, that's because you have your Bugatti that you can go, you know, drive away.
Exactly. Well, like, why am I gonna cry about a 14-year-old dying?
Yeah, you got a Bugatti. Well, anyway.
Okay. So then this cat here, this is coming to us via Drama Alert. This cat here, this was a guy who was Lil Tay's manager at one point and kind of acted like her, quote, on-screen father, right? Was actually in some of her videos and stuff. He put this out yesterday as well.
Is Lil Tay really passed away? I'm going to share the information I have obtained so far. My name is Harry Sang. I was the last known manager of Lil Tay. Also, I have been in some of her videos before. God damn it, what the hell? At approximately 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Lil Tay's family had released an official statement announcing her passing as well as the passing of her brother. Subsequently to this announcement, I have engaged in conversation with individuals who maintain a close connection with the family, and I was told they can...
Is it wrong of me to say I'm so glad that there is subtitles to this video? Is that wrong of me?
Listen here. I killed her. I killed her because she didn't do time two properly.
I had to mute because I couldn't stick it on that.
I think it's a bit. I really think it's a bit.
No. I don't think it's a bit. I think he just has a heavy accent, which is okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong. But I'm like, all right, the accent, my old ears and shit. I was like, thank God for subtitles on this one.
I gotta say, this guy. Yeah, go ahead.
You can say that it's a heavy accent, but this guy has been on social media and like talking to LA people for a while. There's no way it would actually be that strong at this point.
Well, you know what? I gotta say, this guy having this strong of an accent is actually, he's the perfect person to be like, no, guys, like, it's definitely a thing, or like, oh, no, it's not real. Like, he's the perfect person for it, because no matter what he says, you won't pay attention, because I didn't hear anything he just said. I was laughing way too fucking hard.
Yeah. So anyway, let's
emotional damage.
Exactly. So anyway, let's finish listening to the.
Cannot talk about the event that occurred, nor any current affair. In my pursuit to comprehensive this information, I also engaged my personal psychic.
Okay, so I we can finish listening to it, but I haven't listened. I haven't listened. When he got to, I talked to my personal psychic. I said, okay, I'm done.
What?
Listen, for anyone who actually believed this, which I doubt, granted, I doubt many people did, but for anyone who actually did, there's a gas chamber in Germany that I think you should go to.
Oh my good lord, John.
Listen, okay, I know Seth's not here.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean you have to like do everything Seth does. Okay, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Save the slurs for the end of the stream.
So some people
donate $20 to the stream.
Okay, or like I know some people subscribe to psychics and tarot card readings and all that kind of stuff. Okay,
Are you saying you don't, people?
No, I do not.
Yeah,
I do
are you saying
not.
you don't?
No, I do not.
I will have you know that I've communed with many psychics in my day. All right, they're fairly nice people. They just don't feed you.
I'm sure you probably have, and that's why you belong in a jar.
Listen,
when's your birthday?
I'm sensing that you have a bad history with psychics.
I've had zero history with the psychic.
Psychics.
So
that is not a question. Sorry.
So
I will get to the bottom of this. Peepaw, when is your birthday?
My birthday's in November, the first part of November. Yeah.
The signs are going to tell us everything.
So you want to know I'm a Scorpio?
That's
yes.
why. He's a Scorpio. He's skeptical. That's
typical Scorpio behavior.
Oh, Jesus wept. So do you want to hear what this
what's your sign, DMax?
Do you want to hear what this guy's his personal one-on-one psychic had to say about this whole situation?
Oh, of course. Yeah, because she probably has the best take on all of this. We should have consulted the psychic sooner, honestly.
Sure.
Why not?
Who shared insight from her guardian angels suggesting that the initial news may not be entirely accurate. At this point, I cannot confirm or deny the legitimacy of the statement released by the family.
Wait. I like the idea.
You know who his psychic is?
Well, no, he calls up the psychic, right? And the psychic's just like, yeah, that fake as hell, dude. That fake as hell. Like,
no, his psychic is who's like the fake Jamaican lady from the early 2000s?
Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo.
Yeah. His psychic's Miss Cleo. That's his bullshit.
Exactly.
So here's the thing he's talking about but he's got a picture of Lil Tay in what looks like kind of like a Black Widow or something outfit.
It looks like she's like auditioning for the X-Men.
Yeah, and then he's got a black ribbon over here.
It does look like the X-Men. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, and then he's got the little black ribbon there in remembrance, right? So we have to.
Right.
So anyway.
Is the black ribbon for remembrance? I thought black ribbon was for AIDS.
No, that's red. Red ribbon was for AIDS.
I thought HIV was red.
No, black. My always has been to me. It was like either they wear a black band around their shoulder for like if they're playing basketball, or they put like a black thing on their jersey thing around their shoulder.
I just googled Yeah, I googled this, and it says a black ribbon is a public display of grief, often worn to commemorate the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, the loss of a job, or the passing of a beloved pet. I think the last one applies for that one.
Yeah, probably so. But anyway, we'll finish listening to the last little bit here.
I will keep you all updated.
There you go. He keep us all updated. All right.
That's TikTok.
I love TikTok because they always add that little stupid little boom, like, and it just makes it so that
Little
like
bumper.
no matter what, no matter what you hear from it, it just immediately sounds fake because of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Like, you ever got recommended like those AI generated videos where it's like, I got shot 24 times because I'm fat.
Yeah. Boom, wheel. It just immediately makes it sound more credible.
Well, then Augie RFC says Lil Tay Bitcoin. This came out late Friday evening. Says Lil Tay Bitcoin dropping tomorrow. Her manager was promoting the account in May. No police report in LA or Vancouver. What's up with that?
Hey, since we're talking about misinformation, I want to just congratulate Augie on his relationship with Anissa. Congrats. I mean, I think we all knew that iDubbbz wanted to get cucked, and I think we're all just happy it was you. Congratulations.
That's what?
I saw it on Twitter.
You know,
I saw it on Twitter.
He's given up his
Anissa-
He's given up his abstinence for Anissa.
That's what Twitter said.
that's not very Christian. You know, and I figure, you know, if Nisa was going to do a collab, it'd be more of a more along the lines of an Adam 22 collab, if you catch my drift.
That's what I'm saying.
So Augie was black the whole time.
No, he's Asian.
Oh, well, same difference.
I don't know.
Well, you know, Chinese people are considered the black people of Asia.
That's okay. All right, let's move on from that.
Right,
All right, Seth.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so you see here, it's a cryptocurrency called Lil Tay, and you can see here where Harry Sang, which was the guy we just watched talk to.
That's his name.
Talked to Auntie Cleo, his beloved psychic guidance. Talking about this crypto here. Lil Tay token is a ERC20 hybrid of meme and utility token that intends to produce passive income. So
For who? For you?
For I guess the creators, you know, these things usually are a rug pull where they pump and dump.
I really don't understand.
Yeah.
Why? Who's sitting there just being like, "Oh, I need that Lil Tay Bitcoin. Oh yeah, I need that cryptocurrency. I got to get on that blockchain."
Hey, I bought 1,000 myself this morning. What do you want me to say? Okay.
Oh shit. Well, all right.
Ground floor, baby.
Let's pump it.
Ground floor, baby.
That's a good. Honestly, not even a bad. You know what? I mean, there are people who legitimately do that. Like I know, I have actually some family that does Bitcoin stuff, and they were telling me about how, you just, I mean, like literally, you just ride the wave of whatever pump and dump. If you know it's coming, then you can profit off of it just as well. It's just, it's a little bit of a risk because you don't know exactly how far up they're going to.
How far is it going to go before you want to jump out?
A rug pull usually lasts like a day or two. If it's from a really big creator, a week.
Yeah.
So you
figure
Yeah,
you figure you would like do the fake like death, the fake murder after you steal everybody's money. Like you know, do the steal everybody's money in the cryptocurrency, right? Yep. Then flee to Mexico, and then kill, you know, end up dying somehow, quote unquote. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Well,
she did it out of order.
You guys say this is dumb, but I have recently heard that there is a honest to goodness, like genuine movement to allow for there to be betting on wrestling.
Yeah.
For them to do betting on wrestling.
Okay,
and
sorry.
Wrestling.
Sorry. When you said that, I thought you meant like betting, like as in like a bed. Like stuff you would put on a bed to make it like more. I was like, that's gonna ruin the whole point of wrestling.
Are you talking? Hang on, I got
it.
I need some clarification. Are you talking about wrestling or are you talking about wrestling?
Well, see, if it was wrestling, I feel like we'd all be for it. But no, wrestling. Vince McMahon, WWE,
wrestling.
Right. So that's wrestling. So is that wrestling? Okay.
That's wrestling, right? So you got wrestling, which is like the collegiate Roman Greco style wrestling. That's wrestling. And then you got wrestling.
Wrestling. So wrestling.
Wrestling's like
Wrestling, number one
ECW.
sport, baby.
Yeah, WWE.
So they're going to be betting on wrestling now.
On the people want this to happen, and the idea is, well, they'll keep the outcomes really secret. And it's like, but where? Like,
no, you know what? You know what? I think that's fine because like there is like some level, because here's the thing that I know about wrestling, and I don't know too much about WWE stuff, but like the thing that I do know is that yes, it is staged, like usually it is scripted who's supposed to win the fights, but sometimes things don't go according to plan. There is like a little bit of an RNG kind of situation to it, because what if somebody gets hurt while they're performing?
Sure.
What happens? You know, like there are all sorts of types of things. Like there are people also who have just like potatoed or go ahead.
Yeah. There's a fun story about Vince McMahon. I forget specifically which Royal Rumble it was, but like he made like the guest appearance for Royal Rumble, and like he was only supposed to like come in and then like I think like and then like get knocked out, right, for like only for a couple minutes, right? He gets into the ring, and I forget which muscle he exploded, but he exploded one of his muscles, and he couldn't walk. So he's literally like holding on to the corner of the ring. All the wrestlers see this and they have to try and play it off.
Yeah. So that's going to change the billing completely, which means that anybody who bet, you know, on even if they knew the outcome of whatever it was, it's like, well, you know.
Now, I will say this about Vince McMahon, and before I say what I'm about to say, I will also say that you guys know that scene in Little Nicky where Hitler comes and he has a pineapple and they shove the pineapple up his rectum. That is something I feel. You're wrong.
It's a good movie.
That is a great movie.
It's a good movie. What are you talking about?
And it holds up, can I say? But anyways, I feel like Vince McMahon is on the list for that, for what he has done to professional wrestlers and their families and in terms of their care. However, as an entertainer, you know, he was very entertaining. As a wrestler, he was very entertaining. I remember it back when I used to watch it, you know, when I was in middle school and such. And I was like, you know, you got to give it to him. And he played the villain because, you know, when you are one, it's probably easier.
Oh yeah, you know, and like it's thanks to him and his father that we have like that we have wrestling that is so well networked, because before then it was by territories. So like you had your Northeast territory, you had your like Southwest territory, and like the wrestlers would generally stay in those areas, and like it would be on local TV, but that's about it. When
are you telling me, in your opinion, that modern wrestling, where which means it's like all under one umbrella, is better than when we had territory ran wrestling? Is that what I'm hearing here?
I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Well,
I mean, is this a hot take? I don't know.
You are entitled to your opinion, sir, but your opinion would be wrong.
Well, listen, I didn't listen here, Riveter. I wasn't born in 1894, okay? I have no idea what it was like during the pre-WWE era, okay?
I want you to focus, Nerdy John. Just focus, okay? And if you don't know what that means, check my Twitter feed. Now, luckily for everyone was able to take a big, deep sigh of relief, because it came out today that Lil Tay and her brother were actually, in fact, alive.
Yeah.
And what had happened, guys, it's just a silly little, they clicked on a thing and their Instagram account got hacked. And the account just happened to put out a thing about their early demise. That's not what it is. So,
yeah, because a hacker definitely wouldn't do like a giveaway or something. Try to
the hacker
get information or something.
The hacker wouldn't make the family not want to comment on the situation at all.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Instead of just coming, going on one of their social medias or something and being like, "Hey, y'all, this is completely and totally fake. She's fine. She's right here.
Yeah.
Say hi, Lil Tay. Hey, bitches, what you got going on?" Like, you know what I mean? Like that could have happened.
So the statement put out says, "I want to make it clear that my brother and I are safe and alive, but I'm completely heartbroken and struggling to even find the right words to say. It's been a very traumatizing 24 hours.
What? Okay, we need some context here, because what the fuck? Why would this be?
Yeah.
Why would this be traumatizing? Like, I don't understand that.
Well, okay, so a little
Well,
more.
can I
Go
say
ahead.
I'm
will-
traumatized?
Sorry.
I'm traumatized.
Are you
This is
traumatized?
bad.
Okay.
I'm just
fair enough.
imagining you
Yeah.
wake up in the morning and you go like, "Holy shit, the whole world thinks I'm dead." Like what? Like it's just like I get it. Like that would be like really like heavy. Like whoa,
Yeah.
this is a really weird feeling. But like,
Yeah.
so what? You just tell people you're not dead. Like how is that traumatic? Like I don't. Is
Well,
there something
okay,
I'm
you
missing
know-
it's
here?
super triggering.
I guess.
Well, I see it like this. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I am thankful that certain people or certain things exist in the world. Like, like every day I am thankful of that clip that exists of a bunch of people dressed up as Vin Diesel in the Fast and the Furious movie saying family over and over again. I am personally thankful that clip exists. And the world would be
Same.
worse if it didn't.
Yeah. So you're saying that Lil Tay just needs a clip like that and she would have been fine, but
Well,
she doesn't have it. Maybe she
so-
should have watched the video from her manager. That was fucking hilarious.
So, just a little more out there for context purposes. Her brother was notorious back in the day for posting stuff underneath her accounts and stuff, and he was kind of managing her social media and stuff when they first got started. There was a lot of stuff that was really put out there that was bad. It was bad. I will just say this: it would not be surprising to me if her brother put the first post out, and it was all part of a ploy to try to get people to buy the crypto that was dropping today, in a ploy to get those sympathy buys and things like that. It wouldn't shock nor would it surprise me if her brother was the one, or somebody that had ties to the cryptocurrency. I'll put it that way. I won't necessarily point fingers right at the brother. I'll just say her brother was known for doing this type of stuff in the past. Her family has been known to exploit her and exploit, period of the whole thing. I've seen people was like really getting upset because they started digging up all these old clips of her, saying words today that are not appropriate for non-black people to say. We'll put it that way. And have lost their shit over this, right? But
No, imagine if, like, for a second, okay, let's imagine like this wasn't fake and she actually was dead. All these time people are like, yeah, so what if this little girl died? She said the N-word when she was 9.
But we have to remember this. Okay, go back to who was it? Was it Wolf Vicky? Who was that other one that said out that she was black? And it turns out Bad Baby.
Yeah, that was the Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah. And she wasn't black, but she said she was.
No, that was Will Vicky. That was Will Vicky. She said, my birthday was like September something.
Yeah.
But I said my birthday is June something because that was the day I found out I was black.
Yeah. And she's just as white as me.
It's a great clip. It's amazing. She has grown from that, people. She has grown from that. But imagine going on the internet and saying that in earnest.
But how old was she? How old was she? Like, was she even?
Oh, she was like 16.
50, yeah,
I think she was like 14, 15 when she got
16,
famous.
Yeah, something like that. So I mean, she was still a child.
Yeah, and I remember when people creepily, as soon as she turned 18 and opened up an OnlyFans, made her the top earning creator within one day.
Like one day she got, I can't remember how many millions of dollars in one day, because they wanted to see that brand new 18-year-old vagina.
That's it's unfortunate.
Unlucky.
It's like, well, I don't even want to comment further than that.
I don't want to like shame anyone's bag, but I'm just like, because men, what are you guys doing? Why? There's not that much variation, I don't think, in what you see. Like, you can now AI generate whatever. Literally, you could type in "bad babies vajay" and it'll give you something that's about right. What's the problem?
I mean, you're not
close enough.
Are you trying to say? Hang on, Gigi. I want to make sure I'm understanding what you're. Are you saying if you've seen one vajay, you've seen all vajays? Is that what you're essentially saying?
I'm saying you've seen. I'm saying that in a random sample, most things have a normalized distribution, and under that premise, 70% of all vajays look about the same. You know,
it's the same thing with
yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
the
if
same
you're
thing
at
with
either
the other
extreme,
Are you? Hang on, whoa, Max. Are you now going to say that if you've seen one penis, you've seen all penises?
No, no. Okay, actually, what I was gonna say was that like I've literally seen like a chart that somebody made of like every single style of Vagoo, and then like every single style of like
a what? Of a what?
Vagoo, a
vagina? A vagina?
Oh, is that how you pronounce it? I've never.
Yes, a vagina. Yes.
Oh, okay, vagina. Got it.
of a heme.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so all I'm saying, you know, Gigi just like opened my eyes, opened my whole brain to the idea.
School here, we can't say vagina, penis. What? What the?
Okay, AI lolly is going to be a problem soon, and I think that we need to get out ahead of it. I think we need to get out ahead of it and say no, say absolutely not. All right, that's all I'm saying. All right.
Why the fuck did you bring up lolly?
I didn't bring up lolly. It was Gigi. Gigi brought up lolly. She said like this girl who hadn't turned 18 yet. There could be people who look it up by AI, and I'm just saying like I think that's wrong.
What I said. She didn't say
that.
No, Max, get on your meds. Jesus, I don't know who the hell.
Sorry.
Get your boy in hand.
No.
Jesus.
I'm fulfilling the Seth role. I apologize. Beavers in the chat, you know, all that good stuff.
Oh,
no. It's a joke. It's a joke, folks.
Put it in reverse. Chat's telling us to put it in reverse. We're driving off a cliff here, guys. This is not Thelma and Louise.
You know, Jesus. I thought I was going to be the one canceled by the end of this stream. Jesus Christ.
We're competing. We're competing now.
Guys, can you
Listen, I said that it was wrong. I said it was not good. I said it was bad.
The real twist here is that this whole time it was Seth who was keeping us on the rails.
I don't know. I think we're off the rails. But I wanted to say this. I wanted to shout out an artist in our community that I am a huge fan of.
Every time he puts something out, it's a banger. Yeah.
This one, I think, Ren, chef's kiss, my dude. This one, I think, nails it, guys. Bitches be fooled, and I'm only 14 years old, and she's sitting there with the middle finger out, cash in hand,
with the dollar.
And her brother with the dollar sign. Hell yeah, baby.
Well, you know, I'll give you this: if it is for publicity, you at least now I know who Lil Tay is, which I didn't, you know, like yesterday or whatever. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know. I'd love to see how you profit off of something like this because I think
I mean, like, because Flexer content's not the end anymore. What if Lil Tay starts a podcast?
Hey, you know, the thing it is, she's been off. She disappeared from social media for the last several years.
You know, I just want to say, I don't think we've said this or hammered this home enough. You know, anybody who fakes their death online on like the internet, says they're dead, that's awful. Like, that's terrible. Like, you're going to get, like, people are going to care. You know, they're really going to have like a lot of like care for you in that moment. And they're really going to show a lot of sympathy. And for you to like take advantage of that is just like awful.
All right.
Creators should not fake their own deaths or say that they're dead when they're not.
I have to ask this, chat. Which is worse? Somebody faking their death for internet clout, possible, you know, monetary gain, or people who do constant fake beats.
What?
Well,
who could that be, Peepaw?
You have such a vested interest in this answer that I don't know that it's fair.
Why are you putting yourself on the leaderboard there, Peepaw? Why what
leaderboard? Whoa!
Why are you putting yourself up agast?
Hold it. How am I vested?
Why are you making the story? Why are you making the story about you? I don't understand.
Not me. Not
what
me.
What are you talking about? I don't know.
Not
what you
me.
Mean. I don't know what you're talking about.
And what do you mean by this being vested in this, GG? Could you elaborate on that, please, madam?
I'm jealous of her coke.
You know, I've been away for a few days, and I've heard some rumblings that you were having a beef with a certain individual.
No,
and
no beef.
And yet,
No beefs.
No,
I love
no
everybody.
beefs?
I love everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard something about a little beef. Maybe it was a little tofu beef.
You know, yeah, you heard.
Where's the
you heard
do a
correct,
poll?
Gigi, but we don't need to get into it here if he doesn't want to talk about it.
I'll do a poll. I'll do a poll. I'll do a poll. I have been asked by chat to do a poll. Which
No, it's fine.
is worse?
Oh,
Faking,
Yes.
faking death, or fake internet?
You know, I've heard for a long time that Peepaw, you know, he plays us all with this, oh, I'm just an old man and I love the young people bit.
Yeah,
then,
exactly. And yeah, and we end up saying, like, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Every single time. Every time, because the world must know, all right? He's got this happy little facade on the outside, but he just makes the show all about him. That's all he does.
Listen, guys, like from the beginning, Peepaw's been trying to start beef with me, okay? Since I met him from day one, okay? It's been off and on again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, frankly, I mean, like he's been trying to make beef with you and K-Huck, your co-host, for years now.
What?
It's been literally years. Yeah.
What?
It's been crazy.
Years.
What? It's been years.
No.
It's been a long time. It's been a considerable amount of time. I don't think we need to split hairs on how long it's been, but you know,
what are these options on this poll?
Those
Peepaw's
are
the best.
Great options. Those are great options.
Okay.
It's fake death, fake beef, both, or Peepaw's the best. I think that's, you know.
This is already going terribly.
How's this
you
going?
frame this in like the worst. You frame this in the worst possible way.
I really
Because like two of the only one of those options is anti you, and like three of those are like pro you.
How are three of them pro me?
Because fake death is talking about the other girl. Fake beef is actually you. Both is erroneous. And then Peepaw is the best. Like that's like what the hell even is that? Like what is that?
Yeah.
This is like a biased poll.
I don't see it that way. I think thou dost protest.
Do you have your glasses on, old man? You need to.
I got my
get your eyes
glasses on
checked
just fine. I got my glasses on just fine. So. All right. Well,
you got me dead.
We'll let that one cook a little bit, and we'll go into this latest thing. Holy crap!
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Now we're talking. Max's daddy, Keemstar, Daddy Keem for him.
That's right.
Hi, Dad.
Holy shit! This popped off today.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right, chat. Do we need to go back to the whole airport incident, or can we just go with what happened today? Because I'll be honest with you,
we can do a quick recap. All it is just that like he met a girl at an airport, sat down. She was already a few drinks in. That was pretty irrelevant. He was evident. He was on stream. You know, he told her that he's like a famous person. She started getting flirty. He ended up giving her money. They ended up going off camera for, I think we did the math. It was like, what, 20 minutes or something like that?
15
minutes?
Yeah, 15 minutes, something like that. Yeah.
15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They came back, or he came back. Foose came back and said, like, chat. I just joined the Mile High Club, saying that he basically had sex with this girl in the airport bathroom. And then when chat started going against him, he said, no, this is, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is, it was all a joke. It was a gag. You got pranked by Foose Tube, whatever. People started getting, crazy about it. I guess Keem had called him because he had saw that he was upset about something, but didn't understand the context of it. They talked on the phone for a little bit. Some time passed. And then later on, Keem found out what the context was. And then ended up I guess just burning the bridge. Or at least like starting to burn the bridge. I think now the bridge is burnt.
Listen, my boy just has W Riz, okay?
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you feel, Gigi? You were kind of out from all this. What's your take on the whole is Foose in the wrong for that encounter?
Yes, 100%. But also, I feel like that goes without saying. 100%.
No, because there was some debate. There was some debate.
Okay, regardless of any other fact, can I just say I'm gonna state this right now. Please don't meet random people at the airport and have sex with them immediately. Like, I don't know if y'all realize this, but STIs are a thing. And like and also COVID changes. Like, did you guys know that the latest COVID gives you pink eye? Like, and there's some other outbreak going around right now, which is a parasite, which just gives you stomach troubles, to give you mildly. Like, please don't do this in public places and for germ reasons.
Okay. So now you want to know the only thing that Foose did wrong? It was that so I got this like Discord, and like they'd be totally raging if like we took a picture of us kissing.
Yeah, that was such a.
Okay.
So
can I just change the scenario 1 second and say this? Does anybody think that people would have had an issue with this if when she initially said, "Hey, I am a sex trafficking victim," he said, "Oh, hey, I'm actually trying to hook up, but if you're uncomfortable, I'm not going to do this." And she said, "No, I'm good with this," and then whatever happened.
No, Gigi, it's even better because he relates because he's used sex workers before.
I know that was really
that was when it went from bad to like, holy shit, what the hell are you doing? Was when he started relating to the sex trafficking victim by saying, "I have hired sex trafficking victims before. That's so crazy.
I have paid them to give me hand jobs."
Yeah, exactly. It's like I used to go to massage parlors all the time. It's like, bro.
Okay.
No,
so I have
somebody
another
used
bit.
that analogy
of
that him relating to her was the equivalent of somebody being like, "Oh, you're a heroin addict. Oh my god, I was a heroin dealer."
Yes. Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, that's horrible. And so my biggest opinion about all of this is like, and somebody has said that COVID did this to us, but like, how does at no point your brain kick in and go, "I'm being a total weirdo right now. Like I'm not behaving like a normal person."
Well,
it's also too like guys will do this thing where like they'll find out what the hobby or whatever the girl's into, and then like, "Oh my god, I can relate," by like attaching some like vague other thing with it. And like Foose was clearly trying to do that, and his brain just was not computing.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that, like, I mean, what you guys are missing from all of this, guys, is that Foose is a mentally ill person, you know?
Yeah. And, really?
Yeah, he's mentally ill, and so that causes him to make the worst possible mistakes every single time he lands himself in any amount of hot water. Frankly, it's surprising that he hasn't been in multiple, problematic encounters. I guess maybe this was the one day that Keem didn't call. Because that's what it seems like. I mean, based on what Keem is kind of talking about. So anyway, yeah, let's get into this part of it, because I think he talks about that.
The only thing I want to say is it's optically it looks bad.
No.
Without it looks bad, but there is also a outside chance that the girl was she was grifting herself. There is that chance too. So I won't completely close the door. But irrespective, she was definitely inebriated, and I still stand by, if a person is obviously in a compromised state, you just don't, you don't do that. And secondly, if she's talking to you about these horrific past experiences or whatever, I don't think you take her to a bathroom and get satisfied sexually. I think that goes without saying, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, a senator, a couple years ago, he learned his mistake.
Yeah.
After that, people really should have found out,
yeah,
don't do that because there are feds in the bathroom.
Okay. So anyway, FouseyTube, I went on a podcast, and I guess with what he said on this podcast, it kind of upset Keemstar. So let's listen to what Keemstar. Now this is like a 5-minute video. So if there's something you guys want to address or speak to, let me know, and we'll kind of bust this up. But anyway, let's get into this.
Foose, you just went on Bradley Martin to tell your truth, and in 2 different scenarios, you spoke about me. Let's talk about the girl in the airport, all right, first, and then we'll talk about you leaving Happy Punch and how that went down, because this is my truth, and my truth is fucking reality, all right? So you said on Bradley Martin that I gave you a text saying that I was very upset how you treated that girl in the airport. Or that I wasn't upset, that my girlfriend was upset, and you said the Keemstar wasn't even upset, his girlfriend was, and his girlfriend runs him and owns him and some shit like that. No, false, all right? The guy that gets run by girls is you. Proof? In the Bradley Martin, in the same podcast, you just said your girlfriend fucking cheated on you and was running around with some other fucking dude. All right? No girls run me. That is not the reason why fucking I text you and I was upset. The reason why I text you and I was upset is because when the thing happened with you and the girl in the fucking airport, all right? I woke up early that morning. It was 10:30 in the morning. I remember this. My messages are spammed with, oh my God, check on Foose. Something's going on with Foose because you were crying on stream and all this other stuff. So I called you out of concern, something I do all the time. Baby, how many times do I got to call Foose? Just concerned for his mental health, anything, right? Just worried about him. So
was that necessary, guys? Do you think it was necessary to say, hey, Brantley, I mean, you know, just, you know what I'm saying, kind of to get that?
Well, I think I'll say this, like, if I'm speaking objectively, like, Brantley is obviously biased, you know?
Sure.
But like, I genuinely, like, even without my bias for Keem, I do believe Keem when he says that he would like message or at least try to get in contact with Foose all the time. Cause like, just knowing the relationship that they had before they went into partnership with each other, I just figure that if he's going to be in a partnership with somebody, he's probably going to be in regular contact with them, even if they're not performing all of the duties of what they're supposed to be doing as a partner. You know what I mean?
Hey, Brantley, I'm a good person, right?
Yeah, Keem, I think you're a great person.
So
I didn't say the N-word that one time. That was a lie.
You know what? I will say this. I have heard for years, and have, you know, I even had people on my stream this last week testify that there is Keemstar, right? And then there's Daniel Keem. And Daniel Keem is the friend. And Daniel Keem, if he's your friend, he's very loyal.
I know that people have said this, but like Keemstar is Keemstar. Like it's like I hear what people are saying, but I disagree. I think that Keem is Keem. I think that like he puts on a little bit of a show sometimes, but like for the most part, what you see with him is what you get. I don't think it's a character per se. It's like a persona. His whole being is a persona, you know? Yeah. Like the way that he acts with Brantley, I'm sure, is the way he acts with everybody, is what I mean. Like even online people or whatever. It's all part of the same thing for him, I think. But
do you think if he calls you a friend, if he gets to that point where he's friendly or calls you a friend, do you think he's loyal?
I don't think he drops it. No, yeah, well, of course he's loyal. Like I think that Keemstar is a fairly if you want it, and maybe we're going to get into it because I don't know if you have any of the Twitter Spaces that just happened, but like if you just listen to that, like we were talking about this a little bit before we went live, like it's pretty nuts to see, like if you know Keem, if you've seen Keem when he's like in a blood sports, like a debate, quote unquote, with somebody, like he is ruthless.
Yes,
like he's terrifying. And the thing was, the kid gloves that he had for Foose in that on that Twitter Space, it was like Keemstar trying to like pick up a puppy. Yeah. It was like he was being so genuinely nice that I totally believe him when he says that he was like a genuine friend and tried to help Foose, and that Foose right now is turning heel, especially since and maybe we'll get into this, and I think we'll talk about this. We know that he's lied. We know that Foose has lied. Yeah. So about this, like this whole situation and Keem's involvement in it.
I'm going to say this. I mean, we talked about this, the other morning. My days are kind of running together on me a little bit. Maybe even talked about this on Dave's stream the other night. This to me is so reminiscent of 2017 Foose and the whole July 15th thing that he did. This is so reminiscent of that period. It is almost a cookie cutter, you know.
And it's a callback to it. Like it's a whole ass callback because they literally are talking still. It's like it's so weird how like they apparently are friends and they've apparently hashed out some of this stuff, but Foose is still carrying a lot of the problems from that whole era. It's really weird. And like Keem, because like Keem on that Twitter Spaces, he was like kind of put on his heel a little bit because because Foose was just going like bam, 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 bam with like all this stuff, and Keem is just like and again I believe him. He's like where is this coming from? He's like, you're saying all of this stuff. Like, can we take it one at a time? And why didn't you mention this within the past like 4 years?
Yeah, obviously with like like his uneasy mental state. I think what Foose does is like he just bottles a lot of stuff up to where it's like just a massive explosion. So like
Yeah,
anything
I
that
guess
Keem
so.
probably could have hashed out with him is just beyond the point now because he decided to just unload everything.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Well, let's get
Oh.
on some. Oh, I'm sorry, Gigi. You had something to say?
I haven't heard any, I think, of what you guys are specifically referring to, but I think it makes sense that if Fousey and Keem, like at one point they were pretty neck and neck in terms of like popularity and
No.
infamy.
No.
No, you don't think so?
No. Keemstar, during this period of time, Keemstar was, and
It was the height of Drama Alert.
Yeah, he was the final boss. Yeah. He was it.
Even more so
do
now.
You know
even
what
more
a
so than now.
FouseyCon is by chance, Gigi?
That sounds vaguely familiar, but not really.
Okay, so it was you know TanaCon, right? It's like it was like that, but somehow worse. And there's an infamous clip of like afterwards where Fousey's on top of a vehicle and like Keemstar's in the yeah, he's like, "You made me want to kill myself," and I think Keem was like, "Good."
That was the July 17th thing that I was referring to.
And you know what's really funny is I don't know if this is like breaking news or whatever, but according to Keem, he says that Fousey was actually in on him making the documentary Whole Face, which means that like that whole thing that he said, like of like I'm going to kill myself and all that, like that means that was all pretty much a work, like on for Fousey's side, you know, and Keem saying what he said back was also part of the same work. But now Fousey's trying to say basically that Keemstar was a monster the entire time.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And that he was afraid, and that he was afraid of him. He was afraid of what he would do to him.
And it's like, well, sure, I can reasonably understand that, but like you enter into a partnership with somebody. No, I love this. Like because Keemstar even gives this to FouseyTube. Like Fousey created Happy Punch, apparently. He came up with the concept of it, right? And then he brought it to Keem, and then Keem and him collaborated or partnered up, and then they made the company, right? And then Keemstar ended up doing a lot more work, and so he got more of the shares, and we know how the story goes. But like, so if that's the case, if you were afraid of somebody, why would you go into business with them? You know? Especially with all this baggage that you apparently still have and carry around.
So anyway, so let's listen to some more of the video here.
I call you and I say, Fousey, what's going on? I got all these messages from YouTubers that, something bad's happened. What's happening? And you go, no, I'm fine. I'm playing the July 15th character. He goes, Keem, I just fucked this girl in the bathroom. And I'm thinking, right on. Good for you, man. Good for you. Not thinking anything of it. Later in the day, I get the...
What's that?
I said, homie, support homie.
Yeah.
That's right. The context of what actually took place. This girl's a victim of sex trafficking and all this other stuff. And I see the manipulation that you pulled on her. And then I see you bragging that you got a blowjob in the fucking bathroom. And I see all this stuff. And I'm like, what the actual fuck? So I text you, yo, what is this? Even my girlfriend's mad. This is such a bad look. And you text me back, I didn't fuck that girl. Well, you just lied to me then. Because I called you early that morning. Did you forget? Did you forget? I called you at 10:30 Eastern that morning, and you told me on the phone? So that's why I'm mad. You fucking lied to me. Now, this story that you told on Bradley Martin with you leaving Happy Punch is, for the most part, accurate. All right? But you left another key part out of this.
All right, so do we want to talk about anything about the conversation, phone calls, the texting, that?
Well, I mean, can I just point out that somebody said that, or JFA actually said that Fousey took one step further than Edwin, and I feel like if we were making a chart, that is accurate. I feel like that is what happened. Edwin is here. This Fousey thing is the next thing in terms of badness.
I'm gonna stop you there and say no, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna give you an out here because you probably haven't seen all the videos and stuff that are out there, right? Now, was it bad thing optically? even I'll say morally for him to have engaged with this woman in any type of physical intimacy. Yes.
Mhm.
I'm not going to argue that. It, optically and probably morally was not the right thing to do. However, when after the quote, I guess, alleged deed had transpired and they both came back out to the bar, which time he left his phone out there running the whole time, streaming to his fans. He comes back.
Yeah, it was pointed to a random bartender.
Yeah, basically. When they come back and he's like, I just joined the Mile High Club, and then he sees chat start really coming at him hard. He starts changing. Oh, you just got joked. It's a prank. It's just a prank. It's a prank. You got Foosey tube. Da 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 da. The woman comes back into the picture, into frame, and she is hanging all over him. I mean, she's very lovey-dovey. And he starts trying to explain, no, I did something wrong and I should have said this, whatever. And she's like, and I mean, she is very, very, very amorous, I think is a safe word I can use there,
Yes.
towards her.
I agree.
Extremely amorous. Now, that's to me is a daylight and dark difference between that whole Edwin and no, I can't agree with that assessment. At least I can't. So,
I'm not sure. I'm unclear about how that works, but okay. It is nebulous.
Okay. Well, to me okay, so maybe we're looking at things a little bit differently. Because I don't remember in the situation with, and I don't even want to know how this you know what? Let's just drop it.
We can just play the video.
I think we just drop it. I don't want to go back down that road again. I don't think that's. I don't want to talk about that.
I was gonna say. I was like, yeah, because like that was like that was a whole like mental thing for me because I'm like,
I'm like,
huh?
How we?
I don't even know how to. I don't even know.
Right? It is true that you weren't pulling your part for Happy Punch and you weren't doing anything. And it is true that I overpaid you for your shares. And it is true that I said, look, we started this together. This was your idea. I don't want to fully buy out your shares. I will give you 5%. You're going to stay 5%. You're going to own 5% of this company forever. I don't ever want you to just be completely out of Happy Punch. All that is true. So thank you for acknowledging what a good friend and good business partner I have been to you. All right.
Spitting.
But the part that you left out, this little spin that you tried to put on it, where, you know, you were taken advantage of when you were down and out, because that's not true at all. The part that you left out is when you did get better, you came back, we got on the phone, we started talking again daily. We were working on, you know, I was calling you every day to get you back. All I wanted was Foosey Tube to get his career back. All right. And I asked you, are you upset about buying the shares in Happy Punch? All right. And you said, yeah, it kind of bothers me. I'm like, okay, well then just buy them back for the same amount. You left that part of the story out. And that didn't happen once. I offered you to buy back your shares at the same amount that fucking you sold them to me at least 10 times in our conversations. I was trying to figure out anything to help my friend and help my business partner get back because you were so down. That's the truth. And that's just not my truth. That is the truth. Foosey.
Okay. So, and so anyway, he puts a thing here and he shows here where he called Foosey that morning and the call lasted about a minute, it says. Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
so it's go ahead. Actually, yeah.
So Foosey puts a response to that, and so let's listen to what
responding with the shades. Very good. I like it.
Yeah. Then the little car Twitter video. That's always classic.
Keemstar, Keemy Dreamy, my brother Daniel.
Okay. Pause really quick. That's my name for my father. You asshole. He's my Keemy Dreamy. God damn it. Sorry.
Why does that sound like it sounds like a nickname for someone you hook up with, though? Why would you call you dad?
Doesn't it?
He's my daddy.
Oh, okay.
I can't help it. You can't help who your daddy is. It just be like that.
Don't I know it?
Zali in chat says actually that's what Etika used to call Keem as well. Was Dreamy Keemy.
Well, that's
I'll take her word for it because I don't.
Never mind. I'm not going to call him that anymore. Then I feel bad forever. Listen.
You know, Keemstar is what we call in the biz a playa. Okay.
Oh God, John, Jesus Christ. No. No.
Nerdy John,
right.
TO2 at YouTube. Go get him, guys.
Yeah, I was making a joke. I didn't realize that was the thing.
Yeah.
Now that I know that that's the background of that, yeah, I'll stop saying that.
Yeah, so let's get back to the video.
You just said in your Twitter video that I called you and said I just fucked this girl in the bathroom. I just posted the text proof that my first text with you right after the incident was, Keem, I didn't do anything with this girl. That's fucking low even from you, dog. Not even Def Noodles would do some bullshit like you. The only
Def Noodles is catching strays. I don't know how Def Noodles got this.
It's so weird. It's so weird that he's like at this like rivalry with Def Noodles now just because they went at it a few times on Twitter. Like, bro, come on.
You know, if anything, this is going to help Def's career, man.
Yeah, exactly. You're calling him irrelevant, and then you're bringing him up every 5 minutes. Is Foose just is Foose playing a game right now? Is that what's going on? Is he just playing?
He's
just trying to make content. Is that what's happening?
Chess, okay, and he's the one who knows the pieces.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very strange. I don't, in this space, and it's notable that normally this podcast is female dominated, and here I am, very
it still kind of is.
Yeah,
it's back to the way it should be. Okay, the way it originally started.
Oh my God. Yeah, right. Listen. If you tell me to do something, Gigi, I'll do it. You tell me to jump, I'll ask how high. All right. It's still dominated by you, miss.
So. In this case, I do feel like there's some man dynamics here that I don't understand. It's like, why are you fighting with Keemstar but bringing in Def Noodles? And this is all about whether or not you actually, had your moment with this young lady. And like, it's all very strange. I do feel. Let me say this: I want to feel bad for Keem. But I do also feel like Keem has also been a shithead in many other situations. And, I'm sorry, I do think he's being genuine that this is, an unpleasant experience for him. It doesn't, I don't think it's fake.
Call me crazy. I don't think he's been fucked drunk girl in airport bathroom shitty, though.
Yes.
Maybe when he was younger.
Well,
who knows?
Yeah. Listen, Keem has.
Does Bradley count?
Listen,
does Bradley count?
There used to be stories that went around about Keem and a little bit of booger sugar and some oh God. Basically a bunch of e-girls and stuff that hung out with gaming pros back in the day. At these different events and venues and shit. So there were stories back in the day that Daniel Keem was,
he was being a Keemstar.
He was a wild and crazy guy.
I mean, and not for nothing, and I hesitate to bring up the situation, but he also was a rape apologist. He did do that. I'm hoping there's been growth. And it seems like there has been, but no, Keem has done some objectively shithead things. I think people can grow. It seems to me like he's had growth, but I'm also, this whole good guy Keem thing is a joke for a reason. And I agree that
he's always been the good guy.
He's not always been the good guy. My argument is still that Keem is a force of nature and you can't stop him no matter what you do. He's above morality. Like he doesn't like, it's not, it's just a force of nature. It's like saying a hurricane is evil. It's like, it does evil things, but it's not. It just
is what he is. A hurricane does what a hurricane does. I mean,
right. I don't afford that to many people, but for Keemstar, I do, and it's really not because of any attachment that I have to the guy. It's literally just because I see it. His energy, something about it.
He's the final boss. I mean,
he is the final boss,
and I've yet to see anybody. There's been numerous people tried. There's even been parties that have band together to try to take out the final boss.
Doesn't work. You can't get a raid party big enough or with enough power.
He's the final boss. We've talked about doing a podcast about a fighting who would win in a fight kind of thing. I don't know that Keemstar is my ultimate fighter. We're gonna have to.
No. Final boss. final boss in terms of like the big guy in the space, like the pull. He's got the pull, right? Like he's got the name recognition. He is, you know, I mean, everybody agrees, at least for commentary, like he is the father of commentary. Like he's owned this space. This is his space. It's like it's on that level. It's not on like the. Do I think that I could like beat Keem in a fight? I don't know. Probably.
Okay,
the guy's like what, 4 foot nothing.
Here's the thing. I'm imagining it as an Elite Four situation as opposed to a Silph beat Giovanni situation, which is what you're describing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So who's the Elite Four in this scenario?
That's the question. Who is the Elite Four? I mean, there's an obvious answer of the commentary bros.
You know,
this is a different podcast. TBD. Let's get back to this.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Keem, I didn't do anything with this girl. That's fucking low even from you, dog. Not even Deaf Noodles would do some bullshit like you. The only reason all these fake news articles are posting that I got banned on Twitch because of sexually assaulting a girl is because Drama Alert spread that fake narrative. You made me want to kill myself, Keem. I was your friend for so many years because I was terrified of you. Everybody knows you're the biggest person who can get someone canceled. If you're on Keem's good side, your career's good. And you took care of me for years, Keem. Even with everything I exposed, I did it with love. But do not try to say I called you and say I fucked this girl. That's low, Keem, even coming from you. I love you. I love Happy Punch. Have a good life, brother. I'm setting a boundary between us now. I'll contact you when I'm done with this manic episode.
Yeah. Can you go into that video? Just stay on the video really quick and just go to like where he tilts his head down. Like just any part of the video where he just tilts his head down. Okay, wait, right? Like there. Okay. you see the way he's sitting?
Yeah, it's kind of like he's got his legs up.
He's got his legs up. He's like this. Like
yeah.
He looks like he's in a fucking like gynecologist's office. What the fuck?
Look,
maybe he is.
Right before he recorded this, he ripped a fat one.
So he's just letting it air out. He's just like, I gotta open up the windows.
Possibly.
No, but he's this guy, man. I can't. This is the thing. Is every single time he does this shit. Like this is part of the cycle. He doubles down on stuff that he does wrong, and then he starts lying and gaslighting and bullshitting. This guy was the gaslighter before we had the term fucking gaslight. I know that it's technically an old term, but you know, before it was in public consciousness.
I also need to say, you know, people make fun of people for their angles and their filters, but man, a head-on angle, it really does him zero favors. Can I say? Like, he looks crazy. Now finding out he's sitting in gynecologist position is you know, I guess he looks as good as you can in that position.
That was the first time I've seen that video at least 2 or 3 times through, and that was the first time watching it that I noticed that he was sitting like that.
All right, so we have Keem responding to that video, and this time, and underneath this, he provides even more information. So let's watch the video.
Don't you dare call me a fucking liar. Don't you dare. Either you are fucking lying or you have lost a grasp on reality. One or the other. And I'm not trying to cancel you. I'm not trying to cancel you. All I've wanted for you to have was a good career. All right? And be back. And I'm happy that you're fucking
Real
back.
quick. Sorry.
Right?
Can you pause it? This is important context because I think we talked about this some other place, but we didn't talk about it here. Like, I believe, it is my belief that the reason why Drama Alert talked about this at all is because of the relationship that Keem and Foose have because of Happy Punch. I don't think this was some sort of a plot to try to get rid of Foose or anything like that. I think this is literally Keemstar seeing something bad and then going, holy shit, people know that I'm attached to this guy. I better call this out on the platform that I have.
He has to maintain some form of transparency, so he has to report on it.
Yeah, it's him saving. It's Keemstar literally saving face. It's like he was forced to do that, and if the fact that like Foose doesn't understand that is nuts, because that's the only thing that he can't say in all of this, and it's the only thing that Foose tries to hold over Keem because he knows that Keem can't unmask and say, "Listen, this is the reason why I did it," because that would be leaning on Foose, like, which he doesn't want to do.
As soon as like, because like imagine like in a scenario where like maybe Keem waits a week or two before like ever responding, right?
Yeah.
Well, then by the time those 2 weeks are over, you have hundreds of T channels being like, it's kind of suspicious that Keemstar hasn't commented on this.
Right.
Maybe he's pro-rape.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like even I just earlier said I have my issues with Keemstar. If he had waited and that story had come out, I'd be like, and this is the guy in business with Keemstar. I'm immediately going to think about it because of Happy Punch and question it, especially because Keemstar has been, I would say, for the past couple of months and years, trying to learn and grow and be, understand the community, to then also be friends with somebody who did this thing that was very clearly not a great thing to do. He had to. He couldn't be quiet about it. He was put in that position, and he even said himself, like, regardless of optics, he didn't want to be friends with somebody who would do that, which I feel is like, that sounds like a normal human response to me. I mean, any one of my friends who's hearing this, if tomorrow I find out you did this, we're not friends anymore. And like,
oh shit. Well, I'm never going to an airport ever again.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, you got a senator to meet up with, man?
Plead the fifth.
But when I saw that shit and how you treated that girl, that was fucked up. All right? And on top of that, you lied to me. All right? And I have the fucking receipts to prove it. You're trying to manipulate time and time zones and time difference. Bro, it's all on my phone. I'll put the screenshots right underneath this tweet. I called you in the morning. As soon as I woke up, I'm getting all these text messages from YouTubers. Foosie's messed up. Foosie's mad. Foosie's this. Foosie's that. I called you directly to find out what was going on. All right? It was a 1-minute call. It was real fast. Got you on the phone. I said, Foosey, what's going on? Everyone's telling me that something's wrong. And you go, no, Keem, it's good. I'm just playing the July 15th character. And he goes, Keem, I just fucked a girl in the bathroom. I'm like, right on, man. Right on. All right, I'll let you get back to your stream. Bam. 1-minute call. That's 11 a.m. Got the screenshot to prove it. If you go in your phone and look at that time, you got a call from me, bro. It's in your fucking phone. Just look. Show people your fucking call log, bro. Show them. Then later that day, when I find out the context of the girl that you fucked in the bathroom, the girl that was a victim of sex trafficking and how you manipulated her, it's like, bro, when she told you that story, you should have backed off. No, you did the other. You went to go pursue her sexually. Fucked up. Wrong. Bro, I don't want to be associated. I want to be friends with you. And you lied to me.
Yeah.
And you fucking lied to me, dude. So when I text you later to confront you, once I know the context, you straight up say, Keem, I didn't do anything with that girl. But you forgot that I had a call with you earlier that day. I understand that you were sleep deprived or whatever, and you might not be all there, but the proof is in your phone. You can see the phone call.
No, it's worse. It's worse. He said that phone call never happened. And the implications of if what Keem is saying is true, and there's I don't have any reason to say that he's lying. And he's got receipts
more
to
proof
prove
than
it.
Foosey.
Exactly. Like if that's true, then what that implies is that Foosey was crying on stream to his chat, right?
Yep.
Saying he was so sorry, so sorry.
Yeah.
He stopped on the stream, he got off the stream, and then he took the phone call from Keem and then said, oh, this is all a bit, either to save face for Keemstar, or it is truly a bit, and like the whole like him crying and everything was actually him playing up the thing, which means that he's still doing that now.
Yeah.
It's like either way, that's bad. Neither of those two things, because I can't see any other scenarios. Neither of those two scenarios are good for Foosey at all. They make him look like a total dick.
Well, there's going to be more. Wait till you see if I can find the tweets again. That it's.
See the timestamps. The evidence is in your phone. So if you're not going to be honest about the phone call happening before the text, which you can prove to yourself by just looking at your fucking phone, then fuck you, bro. Fuck you.
He doesn't need to look at his phone. Because he's lying. Like, that's the thing is he said that phone call never happened. He goes on to say that he releases fucking text. I'm sorry. Okay. This is Keem's stuff. Yeah.
This is Keem's. Keem shows where he called Foosey at 11:14 a.m. That'd be Eastern Standard Time on August the 6th. And the call lasted for 1 minute, right? That's what that's saying. Then later on that afternoon, he sends a text that goes, on a plane. Keemstar says, stop streaming. This shit is so goddamn bad. I just learned the context of all this. Okay, I'm on my way to get a mental health eval once I land. There are videos all over Twitter, bro. You clearly took advantage of that girl. It looks so fucking bad. I didn't do anything with her, Keem. And then he goes on to say, my girlfriend is going off right now at me. She's seen it first. Okay.
I personally blame Mortal Kombat for all of this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Explain that
Break
one.
that down for us.
Yeah. You're going to. Yeah.
Well, you know, if it wasn't for Mortal Kombat, Foose wouldn't have dressed as Sub-Zero in that elevator, and he wouldn't have gotten popular. Okay, therefore, it is Mortal Kombat's fault. I blame Ed Boon.
Yeah, you know what, Ed Boon? Yeah, Ed Boon really does have a lot to...
I understand.
Yeah. Makes sense, actually.
Ed Boon, you're the reason why that girl got fucked.
So, I'm going to ask you guys...
We have someone in waiting who might have some thoughts.
Okay, yeah.
Let's get her in here.
Xylee? Queen Xylee.
Hello.
How you
I'm
doing?
in the shenanigans community, and we are recruiting. DMax was not invited. Neither is
no. Aiko said that I, as well as the rest of Now Recording, get diplomatic immunity besides beavers. So, just putting that out there.
Yeah, I need to throw a Matt Pitt in that stipulation.
Can I ask the reason why I'm not invited? I feel hurt.
Because you do too many shenanigans with your mouth.
Ooh.
The shit that comes out your mouth, sir, would not fly.
The queen has spoken. So I don't know if you guys seen this, because this is account I don't think probably gets a whole lot of followers. This count I'm fixing to show on stream. Let me ask you guys a question. Remember when the big boxing match in Memphis just recently, and Keem was out there, and there's this little video that came out of this dude doing the Michael Jackson dance? Remember that?
Yeah. He was trying to.
He was trying to. Okay, that is Colton. This is who this Twitter these tweets are from. Here's what Colton has to say. Having met both Foose and Keem at the party, Foose is completely lying here. He was not, quote, terrified of Keem. He was ecstatic to see him and talked with him. He's proving Keem right here by saying in his own July 15th line, going back on everything for a cheap shot. Goes on to say, Foose is a rapist who manipulated a drunk girl into sex, and I will stand by that.
Holy shit.
Damn, okay, see, that's, don't read Colton, what are you doing?
No, you know what? No, I hate these people who hide all their hot takes behind a private account.
All right.
Jesus.
He says, anyway, he goes, I'll stand by that. Anyway, maybe share these since I'm here. Here's him pulling the exact same scared of you card on another former friend from a fallout after 2016. So let's listen to what is said here.
I was scared in Brazil. I was scared to have you vlog. I was nervous. You didn't talk about you assaulting women in Brazil. You didn't talk about me protecting you in your career.
Okay, so that what he's talking about is that's Vertality. Him and Vertality did on this thing down in Brazil. Some of you guys may not remember this, but here's also from where him and Vertality, they came back and they went on to Drama Alert. This was back in the day when Keem was still doing Drama Alert on YouTube and everything. And he had both Fatali and he had Foose on there. And on this thing, Keem flat out asks Foose, did you visit, prostitutes? Did you, do these things? And Foose is like, no. And Vitali loses his mind. He's like, da, right? So,
well, we know for certainty that that Foose, by his own self-admission, unless he was lying to the girl,
he's a piece of shit. He is just a complete. He is a complete and total piece of shit. And every time he gets caught in something, it's I'm manic. It's my depression.
Yes.
It's my mental health.
Yes.
Oh my God, I have no money. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was scared of you.
I'm the victim. I'm the victim. It's me.
Everything turns into him being a victim. He doesn't have to take accountability for him just being a shitbag.
Yeah.
He is a dick. And you know what? I 1000% agree with Keemstar. I believe what he's saying. Foosey's a piece of shit, yo. I don't understand. Keemstar doesn't have a piece of shit meter in his brain. Well, he really doesn't.
It's really funny too, because what does Keemstar have to gain by lying in this instance?
Thank you.
Yeah, especially since Keem has spent all this time trying to rebuild Foosey's image.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it tracks more that it's a friend who thought better of his friend, and then when he realized how shitty things were being, he called him up to be like, yo, you need to check yourself, and then the guy doubles down, turns heel, and then all of a sudden Keemstar goes, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I'm not gonna be friends with you anymore. I'm not gonna try to make your mental health better or whatever the fuck.
Because like, if Keemstar really wanted to, like, I feel like if he really wanted to lie in this situation, what he would have done is like, hey guys, look, Foose, he told me beforehand, this is all like, it's all a bit. Okay, he's fine. Nothing actually happened. Like, I imagine he'd probably do something like that. No, Keem was he's honest, and he says at first he's like, oh yeah, good on you, you know, like pat on the back type bullshit. But then when he learns like the actual context, he's like, what the fuck? Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
He is. Oh my god! I just want to punch him in the face. Sign me up. Shoot, I want to punch him in the
box
face.
Ziley's about to become the best boxer.
You know what's really funny is that the unsung hero in all of this, and what kind of got lost in the wash, is my stepmom Brantley, who apparently is like giving more news to Keemstar than his own team these days. That kind of got lost in the wash, but that happened apparently because that was what he said in the text message. So I mean, like, Brantley W, you know.
How do you feel about your stepmom being younger than you?
It's a little bit of a weird feeling, but it happens in real life too. So, you know.
So there was a Twitter space that occurred this evening. I was listening to a little bit of it just before the show.
I
have some of it recorded.
Do you?
I have the last half recorded.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
When I popped in, Foose was going off on Keemstar, talking about him dating a 16-year-old. His exact words, your 16-year-old girlfriend. And I was like, what the actual hell? So yeah.
He calls Brantley a 16-year-old.
The good news is that whole thing is recorded. So I plan on going back and listening to it. And
it's quite the listen to. Keem starts going off on him, and it's magical. Mm-hmm. It's you know, and it's so funny because we mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again now. We have all seen Keemstar when he's mad. We've all seen Keemstar when he doesn't give a fuck anymore. Yes. And when he's like going after his enemy. This was not this Keemstar. This Keemstar was measured. This Keemstar was kid gloves of all kid gloves. I've never seen him handle somebody like this.
That he was telling him off, but yet still trying to be his friend?
Yes. He was like giving him out.
Motherfucker has lied to him. He called his girlfriend a 16-year-old, and the whole time he was still trying to be his friend.
That's the one thing. That is the one thing these days that I feel like will get you on Keem's bad side, and it still didn't do. He no-diffed it. He was like, I don't care that you said that. He's like, wow, I can't believe you're saying that. That's terrible. But then he continued to try to make it better for Foose, and I had to get off of this spaces so that I could do this. But like the last thing that I heard from Keem was basically Keem being like I don't I we're not friends anymore, but I wish the best for you, dude. I really hope that because Foose started going off about his own like little boxing thing that he's going to be starting, and rather than Keem being like, oh well, that's annoying that there's going to be competition, he's like, good, I'm glad we need competition. This is going to be a good thing. Like I hope that you go off and have your own good life.
Do you know what Keemstar said after he left? He was like, he's sick. There's something. Basically, I can't remember the exact words, but it was like, he's really worried about him. Like, he's sick. There's something wrong with him.
So this is my question. As someone who wasn't able to watch the Twitter space, if it wasn't on a Twitter space and this was a private phone call, do you think they could have reached a resolution? Or because because I was going to ask, like, do you feel like because this was a public event, Foose didn't want to back down and admit he was wrong?
I don't think that's it.
No,
I don't think that's it.
I think Foose is all big headed now because he signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Kick. Because if you notice, his attitude changed as soon as he got signed to Kick.
I noticed that too. Like, he was very apologetic about the entire thing. Then as soon as I saw like he got banned off Twitch, and then the Kick
he even said it in the Twitter space. There was one moment in the Twitter space, and I think y'all were already live. There was a moment in the Twitter space that says, now that I am financially stable.
So here's my question, because you and I kind of talked about this other day, Zali. Has it been officially confirmed by Kick that they did sign him for a multi-million-dollar? Because I haven't seen anything officially from Kick saying we've signed Foose. Everyone else that they've signed these multi-million dollar contracts, they have some sort of big promo or something about that. I've yet to see. The only thing I saw was the what was his name? It's like one of the big stakeholders in it. He said you sure do like to throw around numbers.
Yeah, that was Trainwrecks.
Trainwrecks, yes.
I think he has been signed. I can't tell you how I think he's been signed.
Okay.
But I think he has been signed. I do believe that he has been signed. And I also do believe it's not as much as what they said. You can show that as proof. What Trainwreck said, y'all sure do like throwing around money. And I'm going to be kind of honest with you. And now this part I don't know for a fact. I haven't heard it, but just by the way Trainwrecks is. I mean, because granted, he does gambling and stuff, but Trainwrecks is kind of progressive. And I'm pretty sure Trainwrecks is probably not even happy that Foose got signed.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, like he's sort of like a representative, and they talk to him because obviously he's a streamer. He knows firsthand what streamers want, but I don't think he has actually any like managerial control over the company.
He has he has stakes in it. He was one of the founding people to get people to get it off the ground. Yeah, they listen to him.
Yeah.
Right. He's more of like a consultant.
I believe he's part owner. Yeah. I believe. Okay. I'm not 100% sure. I can't guarantee that statement, but I believe he's part owner of it.
I was looking, sorry, I just really quickly, because I was curious, because I did this the other day, but I didn't see any articles about it. I was curious if like anybody's published any articles confirming that the $15 million thing was real.
Yeah.
There's a few articles that are talking about it, but they're all just like citing Foose.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think at the very least, he's like, I think his game plan is to move over to Kick, and then like I think he's hoping that all this controversy like lands him like a lot of money, especially with Kick's like 95 to 5% like ratio split. I think he's like gaming on that.
Well, he's got 15,000 subs. I think he's got 15 or subs or follows. I don't know what they do on Kick, but he's got. I mean, I'm looking at his thing right now, and
he's already got a good chunk of followers.
Yeah, 15,000 followers.
Okay,
almost exactly over there already, and he's never posted anything.
So yeah, like when he fires up his first stream, this might be a little bit of a stretch to say, but he's probably gonna make close to a little bit more than what he was making on Twitch his first stream on Kick, probably just because of the revenue split.
Yeah.
Well, he'll also get it paid faster to him too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Even in the original video of him, like with the girl, when he turns and says, "I'm lying. It was a prank. It was a prank." Like that whole scene of him like turning tail was revolting. It was like I've never seen somebody just really show their character or lack thereof. So evidently it was something, and I feel like every subsequent thing has been like, if someone shows you they lack character, like, so what do you expect? Like in all of this, he wants us to believe him based on what? Like you just showed us that you're willing to lie at the drop of a hat. It seems, and I know that we're all saying he's mentally ill, but especially with seeing how willing Keem is to give him mercy, really, that he could have said, "Look, yes, I did this. I made a mistake, etc., etc." I'm not saying it's right or that it's good or that the public needs to forgive him, but I could see Foose saying, "I fucked up," and blah blah blah, and Keem having the past that Keem has, not throwing him to the wolves. It just doesn't seem to me like he was willing. He intended to do that.
Yeah, I'm curious what the panel here thinks. So when Keem called Foose, right, when he was having his little breakdown and he was coping and molding to chat about the whole airport thing, where did that come from? Was that what was he trying to do with Keem there? Was he trying to was it a bit at that point and he was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna milk this for views," or do you think that he was who was he lying to? Was he lying to chat or was he lying to Keem?
I think he was lying to the chat after they because I think what he did it for I think he told Keem the truth. And I think when he first came back, he told his chat the truth. But then once the chat was canceling him over that shit, that's when it flipped.
Right.
Yeah, I think he expected his audience to be like, "Oh, attaboy,"
Yeah,
you know,
good job.
Right,
Pats
right.
on the
yeah,
back.
because
Like what Keemstar
obviously
did.
like Keemstar didn't know the context. Obviously,
Exactly.
the chat is seeing
Right.
the conversation go down, and obviously like they were probably thinking, "What the fuck, bro?"
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I think-
100%,
all right,
John.
Fair enough. I agree.
Yeah. He
And
really
that's a
did have
fire
tunnel.
tweet by Bunny, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, that was funny. It was really funny. I think it was Ren posted a picture of like it was like a bunch of commentary people watching the spaces go down.
I know my
'cause,
editor was in there. I was so proud to see her. I was like, "Oh, there goes my editor. Oh, Jaded.
Jaded, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I
you
think I
think she
did see her actually. Yeah.
You think she was able to like record some bits for you?
Oh, I already got the last half of it, but the guy who did the Twitter space, he actually saved it. He recorded it. I'm
good.
gonna go over it tonight after we do our recording.
Oh, that's awesome. I like
Yeah.
Twitter Spaces as a concept. It's just like I'm annoyed of the lack of PC support and like
Oh,
the video
wait,
players
wait,
kind of
It does.
Wait.
It does work now.
Nerdy
Yeah.
John.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
works now. I
Uh-huh.
was watching it on my PC because my phone was about to die, right? And
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
watching it and I was like, "Oh my God, is that a microphone?"
Yes.
And I went to
Yeah.
go, I
Oh,
was
so-
like,
so-
and it says clicked if you want to talk, and I was like, and we had
Oh.
emojis too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so like and like it works like you can talk like through your microphone and your whole setup and
Yes.
everything.
I haven't
You know,
tried
because
it,
like
but
I
yeah.
thought like Twitter Spaces would be such a good way to kind of multi-stream with like your audience and stuff, right? Like you can have like certain people calling on Twitter or you know vice versa. But like I was just waiting for that a PC update, but now it's here. Sweet.
Yep.
No, I mean I'm
I
telling you.
just noticed it today. So Nerdy John, I was with you because I freaked the fuck out when I saw it. I was like, "Oh my God, yes!"
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
noticed
because
that
like
today,
for example, like you know, like the Twitter Spaces with Deaf Noodles, right?
Mhm.
That whole event would have been so like I think it would have been so much better if like the majority if anyone was on their computer during that.
True.
So I got a little update. Remember, we did a poll at the beginning of the stream, right? We want to know what was worse, and I'm proud to announce that
Fake death one.
actually it's a tie between Fake Death and Peepaw being the best. So,
Yeah, but fake death came
Oh my
first. So
God.
fake death one.
Yeah, fake death one. Yeah,
that's-
fake death
that's-
one.
that's-
You know, actually, you
because
can't
it only
see
put it
the, like,
alphabetically. It only put it, but it's
you-
alphabetical.
well,
So
no.
no.
Well, yeah, but you
percentage
can't. But
percentage
you
wise,
can't
they're
see the
tied.
Yeah, but it's a 0.0. Like there
No,
was
it's not.
like a there was like
No,
a decimal
there's not.
on top of
There's
that.
not.
So it's like,
There's not. There's
You
not.
Yeah.
lost. You lost.
Yeah,
There's
you
no.
lost, people.
No.
It's okay.
How did I lose?
Hey, you know what
You-
the second place person is? The first place loser.
Yeah,
true.
and hey, and look at
Ooh.
it this way, Peapod. You didn't win. So what does that mean? If you didn't win, then
I did win.
No.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Yeah.
See, look there. Look at all the people in chat saying Peepaw's best. That's,
Okay, okay, and they're simps. They don't count.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah,
I
that's but they're
disagree.
biased.
I disagree.
Well, people, you know what they say at the end of the day, we're gonna have to
Agree to disagree.
agree to disagree.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've enjoyed myself. I don't have anything else going on. Is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about tonight, or do we just want to wrap this up? Because I honestly kind of want to go over and watch the Pizzle interview over on K-Huck. She did a Pizzle interview. I don't know if they're still going or not.
Okay, Huck. I hear she's a lovely co-host.
Oh yeah, yeah,
She's-
exactly.
She's
right?
the best. She is the best. I like K-Huck.
I don't know. I think I have the best co-host. I'm just
Well,
saying.
well, can we do a little friendly stream snipe for a second? What were they talking about over there? I'm upset.
I don't know, Gigi. This is how beefs start. I don't know if
actually, you don't.
I gotta be a neutral
actually-
party to
what's wrong with
this.
you?
You know what? You know, K-Huck actually gave me the entire plan, and her plan is actually to expose Jessica Pizzle during this whole thing.
K-Hug's not going to
Ooh.
expose anybody.
All right. Well, let's just see what's going on over there.
Planned meetup. Abby and Salvo, I met because they showed up to the roast battle. You know, kind of thing.
Oh,
Like-
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's talking
and
about
I barely
she's talking about the when everybody went over to the comedy roast thing that Def Noodles was doing at the time.
I didn't expect it to go that way. I thought it was going to be like the first one that I went to, right? I didn't expect it to be that fucking chaotic. It was chaotic.
Oh, I bet,
and like,
yeah.
of course, I
What
know
Jessica's
I'm on camera.
high.
I'm also
Wonder
recording,
if
so
she's
I
so
don't want to like be a little
but
pussy ass,
but
you know,
she
bitch,
could
you know,
greet us
kind of
and let us know
about the whole thing. But oh my god, on the way home,
if whether or not
we were
she
just
is
freaking out, and like. I saw
also,
that
I don't
Nina
know
and
if this is a
Salvo,
coincidence
so
or not, but
Salvo's limo,
I feel as
and-
though
and-
we always record on Thursdays, and here we are getting cucked by Jessica Pizzle.
Wait, how are you getting cucked?
Yeah,
you're
how are we
getting
getting
cucked.
I-
That's what
I-
you're
I'm getting
doing.
cucked.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm getting
how are you-
K-hucked.
How are you getting cooked? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, Huck. Okay, I was about to say.
By the way, look at
Don't
that.
say
Look
that
at
out
the,
loud.
look at that Diva the Phoenix thumbnail and that Edwin thumbnail.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be around
Yeah.
you. I just kind of
Yeah, I mean, guess are those Nerdy John originals?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to call my lawyer.
I thought I'm gonna be honest. I thought they were slugs because they kind of look like slugs.
Oh shit!
No, because Slugs has like the neon look, doesn't it?
Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
He does. He does like the glitchy thing, but he does like the neon thing too.
I like the glitchy like VHS kind of thing. I do like adding neon here and there.
Mm-hmm.
On occasion.
I like how your thumbnails are glitchy. I'm into this whole glitchy thing now.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. And then my thumbnails look like pictures like torn up and shit.
Everybody's
why I
copying me. I did the glitch thing in 2016. Everybody's copying me. That's what's
Jesus.
happening.
Where is your video?
It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be
okay.
done when it's
Also, you
done.
did some other things in 2016, didn't you, DMax? Other things that we might all want to look up.
No.
I think you're referring to very base things in 2016.
Well, you know,
That's
actually,
why
I have
you're
a,
never going to be in the no shenanigans community, John. Just what you said right there.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, I have a question for Peepaw, and this is maybe something that we can hear. So, Peepers, the video is done.
Which video?
Not my video. Not my video. Don't get me.
Oh, okay.
Our
okay.
video.
Oh,
Peepaw and I
video.
made a video.
I was
Yeah,
about
our
to
video.
say, and you know how many times Nicholas DiOrio said the video was done?
True.
Okay, so our video is done. All right.
Our video is done. So I don't know. How do you want to go about this? Should I wait, or what do you think?
You guys have a video. Was this announced? Did we know about this? Is this how you guys are
This
letting
was a
us
secret.
know?
This is how. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Listen, the things that Max and I do in the still of the night is really kind of between me and Max.
Exactly.
I
It's
don't
between
know.
us.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, you want to know? Oh,
you
want to
wanna
know,
know,
for sure.
Zolly. Don't play
yeah,
coy.
you wanna know.
Don't
Yeah,
play. You want to know.
Everybody's
Listen,
gonna know.
What grown ass
Oh,
men
no.
do with their own personal time is what grown ass men do with
We're
their
just
own
we're just
personal time.
we're just netting our peckers. You know, that's all it is.
That's
Hey,
right.
listen, it
Oh
ain't gay
my
if it's your
God.
homies.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
You know, if there's
No,
one
it's
thing I've learned over the past 9 months is I really don't want to know what goes on between two men in the dead of the night. Please don't tell me. I could not care less. Please.
Well, how that's
Well,
in the still of the night when the wolf was it still? How that song go? By White Snake.
Oh.
in
Yo,
the
that
still.
was
Yeah.
a great song.
that is
Yeah.
a good song.
In the still of the night.
Exactly.
Yeah. White Snake is so good.
Yeah.
See, I went a different way. I went in the middle of the night. I don't even know what song that is. It's just in there
In
floating
the middle of the night.
That
Yeah,
that
I know
is
what
that one is a God, I got it right here.
Come
Piano,
on,
the
somebody
piano,
knows it.
piano,
I'm so bad.
piano player.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
Rinola just said it.
Yeah, Billy Joel. Exact. Thank you,
Yeah.
Rian.
Excuse me.
There it
Thank
is.
you. I was drawing a blank. Yeah.
Wait, so how long is this video?
It's like
30,
it's
40,
well,
45 minutes.
yeah, it's like
something
40
that.
minutes, something like
45,
that.
yeah.
It's
Are
pretty-
what are we talking about in this video?
Well, actually, we're talking about something we
Sex.
covered here. Oh, sorry. Well, should we? I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I've got this video. I'm
Well,
like my
where's the
mouse is hovering
trailer?
over the public.
Are we
I've,
dropping it? What are you doing?
Should I drop it? I don't know. I'm asking
You know
Peepaw.
what?
I
You know
didn't
what I
have time
think?
to
You know what I
talk to him
think?
about
You know what I think? I think you drop it like it's hot, baby.
Just do it. Just drop
Oh
it.
my
Oh
God.
God,
Wow.
Peepaw,
All right,
please
here we
don't ever
go.
say that again.
What?
Holy
I'm doing it.
shit.
Drop it like it's hot, baby.
It's
Oh
dropped.
my god.
The video
How you do, fellow kids?
is live, and I would like to welcome everybody to our well, not welcome here, but welcome the concept of our new podcast that Peepaw and I are doing called Netpeckers.
Here it is.
We're doing a podcast.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, it's right. It's just the two of us, just two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Two of us.
Yeah, we talk about. So we're gonna be talking about commentary stuff.
I like the thumbnail.
Oh, you like it? Yeah, I worked really hard on all that stuff. So yeah, we got a new podcast. We're gonna be talking about commentary stuff.
Whoa. Why do I have horns coming out of my head?
Oh well, because it's a callback to my other video.
Because you're a little.
No, because you're the devil.
Yeah. Well, that too. I mean, that's true too. Yeah.
Fine. You guys want the devil?
No, people. That's not like an invitation. And plus, too, it makes sense for the video because you're kind of arguing one perspective and I'm arguing another perspective. So it works.
But you're painting it as my perspective.
Exactly.
Is evil? I mean,
it's evil.
Well, yeah, but it's called clickbait. All right.
Okay, can we be honest about something?
What?
Yeah.
For anybody out there who thinks Peepaw is the sweet old Peepaw of the internet, y'all have lost your damn minds.
Yep.
He is playing y'all.
It's
the
true.
man is not as nice as what he acts like in front of the fucking camera.
Not even close. Not even close. I got in a Twitter space with him one day and he was lying about everything. I had receipts for like everything. I was like saying like, no, we had this conversation. You shouldn't have had sex with that sex trafficking victim in the airport. And he's just lying. He's just lying on my name, lying on his name, lying on everybody's name. It's wild the things that this man thinks that he can get away with. It's just like, on God.
I think the power's gone to Peepaw's
Although
head.
I should stay neutral in this argument, but still.
Well, I'm neutral anyway. I'm neutral to this whole
thing.
You're neutral in your own argument?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, because,
Listen, I'm very upset here. I feel jilted. This
Why?
is the second time I am on my own podcast with my co-host learning that they're just off gallivanting around making other podcasts with other people. First it was Seth was disconnected, coming soon. Go watch the trailer. And now it is Netpeckers. What is this?
Gigi, go out and find somebody to do a podcast with. What the hell?
Yeah. We need to make it so that the audience of commentary is split
you're allowed to do your
so
own
thin.
content outside of this podcast.
No. Listen, I don't just go around making podcasts with just anybody. What do I look like, Xylee? How dare you?
Don't make me answer that.
Is there some beef happening between the broadcast and Clear as Mud again? Oh my goodness. Would you like to come on now recording?
Spicy.
DMax,
that's funny. I'm just saying, people have said it before. Sometimes it's like the other members of Now Recording, Matt Pitt just shoves his arm right up their keister, speaks for them. We all heard it.
The puppet trick. Yeah. I mean, it's, I can neither confirm nor deny, but I will say that he's not very soft about it,
Jilted.
He doesn't apply the lube.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll have, we're testing things out for Netpeckers. We're open to having some guest hosts maybe every once in a while. So I don't know, maybe if it applies.
Very nice.
Maybe if you stop belly aching about it, I don't know.
He's basically asking you to kiss the ring. Hold up.
Hold on. I'm not wearing my ring right now, but it's here.
I would also like to point out that I was going to say, well, it is DMax, the gay filmmaker, so he might like the hand up the butt. And weirdly, I feel like Mitch is the one who would like it more.
Probably.
So
well, he would protest about it at first, but then he would be like,
it's sort of like he likes it in an experimental way, if that makes sense.
I think you're right, and Mitch is taking the title for gayest one on Now Recording.
I just want the record to show and reflect something.
What?
I'm supposed to be the evil one.
And yet Gigi over here starting wars with like other podcasts, and Malding, coping, seething, not being on our podcast.
You're the one who's like gatekeeping.
Did she actually try to start a war with us? I never noticed.
Oh, shit.
I'm being serious. Did she actually try to start a war with us? I never knew that.
Oh, my God.
No.
Did you listen to that, folks? Xylee thinks Gigi is so irrelevant that she didn't even know.
I'm not saying that. I'm literally like, wait a minute.
Damn.
Okay, for the record, I didn't. But now it seems like you're just denying that I did. So I say, we all think I did.
Okay.
There's
so you're saying that you.
Episode.
So are you Gigi? Are you saying that you think it? So you meant to start a war with the other podcast, is what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yep.
That didn't go very well for you, did it?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, okay.
God.
Well, that's okay. We still love you, Gigi. That's all that matters.
Yeah. I guess.
But
Bless
yeah.
your
Well, so
heart.
Gigi, you know what? I don't think I've ever had you guys on a call to like say this to your face. Beavers likes to say that Gigi is a mini Xylee. How does that make you feel, guys?
What? How is she a mini? She's Gigi. How is she?
That's
a
what
mini
Beaver said. I
Xylee?
didn't say that. Beaver said that. Beaver
Well,
said
that's
that
because
Gigi was mini
Beaver's an
Xylee.
asshole.
Well, you know, he's not allowed in no shenanigans, so.
He's also why he's always chasing women. You know what I mean? Some of us don't need to chase; we attract. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn! So you're just starting wars with now. Okay, all right, you're running the full gambit now. So you started a war with net peckers. You've started a war with the broadcast. You started a war with recording.
No, listen, I will start the wars very clearly and very distinctly. I am at war with nutpeckers because I was not informed. I guess I'm also at war with disconnected.
Why would they
for the
have
same
to
You were
inform you,
away.
though?
You were literally away. Like we literally recorded this like 2 days ago. like this didn't exist like 3 days ago before you went on your trip. So like I didn't even have time to like explain it. You know.
I feel like as my Florida brethren, you know you could have sent me smoke signals.
You said 2 days ago?
I think 2 days ago, something like that.
You were an unexpected guest appearance on my members only live stream 2 days ago, and I wasn't informed.
Oh
You know
shit,
what?
you're right. Oh, I mean, no, that's not.
How dare you? Peepaw, you already have your channel. You already hacked clear as mud. How dare you go and do another podcast? You are an evil,
Yeah, I didn't even
man.
think about
How
that. You know, I've already
dare
signed all the
you?
contracts, so I can't fire him or anything. But yeah,
Oh,
you're right. That's
shoot.
evil. That's
God.
terrible.
Well, if you
How
actually
could
look
you
in the
do that?
contract, you now signed over your ownership of your channel to Peepaw, and he gets all the revenue.
Oh, is that what I signed?
Peepaw runs things like
Well,
an MCN. Just saying.
He does. You know, he basically is one at this point. Let's be honest. Yeah.
True.
You have anything to say for yourself, Mr. Riv?
You notice how quiet he's being?
Yeah, he's gotten
Kinda
completely and totally
sus.
quiet, and it's like it's a little strange. Isn't
It's
it?
kind of honestly, with everybody jaws flapping, it's been kind of hard to get a word in edgewise. So I've just kind of been sitting back quiet.
Well,
so you're not denying the allegations.
Well, now people are starting wars.
Listen, all I'll say is this: anytime anybody has ever asked me to do a collaboration, to come on and do an interview or do a stream with them or whatever, if my schedule allows it, I always go and do it. I am.
Yeah, just ask Milltown's
You really
best.
do.
Yes.
you can't ask this man to shut up. He'll just go on and on.
And on and on and on.
It's true.
But you know what? So will I, because I'm a talker too. So I can't even say anything to people about that.
Well, you know what?
That's
I'm gonna say this. All right. So DMax the other day came up with a really good idea for a podcast, and it looked like
We know. We saw it. It was called Nutpeckers, and then you filmed it.
No. This was another one, and it looked like Leia something and Pizzle Pop was going to take it and run with it, but they couldn't put aside their whatever differences long enough to do an actual episode of it or anything. I still think it's a really good name for a podcast.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Jessica Pizzle and Leia.
Yeah. It was going to be.
We're gonna do a podcast.
It was going to be called the Pick Me Podcast.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You said they couldn't put aside their differences in order to get some content done. I'm shocked and appalled. I don't know.
I know, right?
I think,
and the fact that they didn't even invite
I'm
you,
gonna put this.
Gigi,
I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna float this. I'm gonna Matt Pitt this a little bit here.
Oh shit!
Great podcast idea.
We're all doomed.
I honestly think if Pizzle and Gigi wanted to do a little podcast, a little collaboration, if they would, they could go with the Pick Me podcast, or
Excuse me? No.
Wait for a second.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm so sorry. What did you just call me, people?
Well, that's kind of what you've been doing, right? Kind of pick me. Why are you picking me for a podcast?
Oh shit!
remember, you called down
Ladies
the
and
thunder.
gentlemen.
You guys called the thunder down. By God, you've got the thunder.
Nutpeckers rises from the ashes of Clear as Mud podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, the gauntlet has been dropped.
Oh shit, this got real.
Excuse me.
Holy shit, that was
What's your defense? What's your defense, Gigi?
Okay, Gigi, what you got to say?
Yeah, you both can come
on,
in now
I got
recording.
5 minutes before I go recording. Come on, hurry up.
Listen, Peepaw. Listen, this is the first time I'm going to bless you right here.
Bless me,
I am
baby.
Puerto Rican.
Yes.
And I just need to tell you, you know, this was it, right? This is you. Everybody gets one. This was the one.
If you're Puerto Rican, where's your flag?
I think we all know where it is. It's right here.
Oh shit.
Mine's on my forearm.
Okay, well, you proven it. I'll take it back.
And I didn't get to finish my statement, Gigi. So let me finish.
Yes.
Or if you didn't want to do it that one, you could also do the Hello, I'm High podcast.
Okay, but you already called me a pick-me, Peepaw. Excuse you.
So now you're calling her a stoner too?
You have been so fucking. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first came in here, I'm like, "What is Gigi on? She is high as fuck because she can barely keep her eyes open."
Yes.
Honestly, I think we are high. Is actually the perfect name for you and Pizzle to do a podcast.
Yes. And I am totally fine with this. But first of all, I am not a
DMax.
She's blowing out the
I am a
vape.
picker, okay? I am the picker, not the picky.
Yeah, but you're the one that was mad that Peepaw went and made a podcast without you. You know who does that?
And
not
Seth.
pickers.
Pickies.
No.
That's true. You didn't even invite me. How come you didn't invite me? What the hell?
Yeah.
The problem here is if you don't keep control of your stable, you lose them. You know what I'm saying? You need to keep tabs.
Baby girl, you lost that a long time ago.
I don't know about that.
I have to. Don't feel bad. I have to. Don't worry.
I don't know about that. But we'll see. Anyways,
poor Gigi.
Oh God.
She's high.
Listen. I will make. Listen, I can't put it out there because I haven't talked to Pizzle.
Oh my God.
But we are going to make a podcast, and we
I hope
will
you
go to
do.
war with you.
Wow.
This
All right.
I would love
statements.
abuse.
I would love it.
You know what? I would love to see a woman's podcast get to as many episodes as we have so far. That would be amazing to see.
Without any allegations against the men in this community, by the way.
Oh my God.
Listen, it will be called allegations.
Oh my God.
We're not even gonna call it "Hi, I'm high" because this is Pizzle's catchphrase. We're not gonna mix the brands here.
Okay.
It's gonna be called allegations. And if anybody wants to come at us about anything we said on the show, guess what? We were high, and they're just allegations. It is, you guys.
Okay. All right.
Brandon-
I'm gonna say.
y'all
So I'm
won't
making the
get
tweet right now.
canceled at all. Y'all will not get canceled at all.
Gigi,
Not
so
one
it's-
bit.
Gigi Hearts is saying there is allegations against Jessica Pizzle, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, is that what you heard?
Well, that's what I think. That's what you're saying. I don't know. It happened so long ago.
For every like intro in the episode, you know how like now recording has the do. Well, you need the sample of Tally saying, "You want to get high?"
Exactly. I'm telling you, I think your energy and Pizzle's energy would bounce off each other beautifully. I think you guys could make sweet
episode
It would be
content.
two
Pizzle
women
versus-
swaying in the wind
versus
because
Leia.
they're so high.
Exactly.
It'd be a great time. It'd be groovy.
I don't know, Peepaw. You would probably be really good on getting real close to that line podcast. You know what I mean?
Listen,
And
listen.
walking right up to a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hear me out.
Listen.
What if episode 1 was Liana something as a guest? Everyone's high, and you have a powwow to solve everything.
If they could promise not to yell, I'm down for it because I like Leah Something. Can I also say I compliment Leah Something's username? IRL. I go, listen to this username. It's amazing. Ready? Leah Something. Multiple people have been like, yeah, you're right. That's amazing. It's great. It's wonderful.
I just
love
don't know
that.
why people going around like saying her doc so openly. I mean, Leia
Yes.
something that was literally clear. That was clearly stated
my
on her
God.
birth
True.
certificate, and everybody's
Yeah.
just saying her full name. It's just kind of
Yeah.
wild. Like
It was
Wow.
it was a little exciting, a little bit wild this week.
it was a little strange to
Twitter land.
learn that she was actually born at a Planet Fitness on
It's true.
On September 11th, 2001.
I mean, but look at her
It's crazy.
body. She looks like she was born at a Planet Fitness. So I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. See, it makes a lot of sense.
Wish I was born in a Planet Fitness.
Me too.
If
I was born at the Dorito factory.
I mean, bro. If we did the internet like drag queens do, where they have houses, I would want to join the house of something. I could be Gigi something.
Yeah.
Listen.
The house of Pick Me.
You guys.
Oh my
God. Go record. Y'all have a great night.
Bye, Xylee.
Bye.
Take care.
Hi to the broads. Say hi to the broads for me. Bye.
Yeah, say hi to the
Bye.
broadcast.
Take care.
Oh God! I think we've been live for like 2 hours, so I think I'm gonna wrap this thing up and
It's
let
the
everybody.
end of the stream. If I'm filling in for Seth, does that mean that I have to say a slur now?
No.
All right,
no
here
slurs.
I go. Ready?
No, here we go.
Set.
Oh no! He hung up. All right. Okay, I muted it.
Ectoplasmic Jutes was
And he just did not just totally blow up my entire. Oh my God! He blew up my whole layout.
Hey,
What an
hang on,
idiot.
I can fix this. I can fix her. Hang on.
he's
You can
been
fix
waiting
it?
again.
Oh, is he? Okay, we bring him back in. Max, you totally blew my layup up. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
You messed everything up.
You mean you did because you kicked me?
Yeah, sure I did. No. Anyway, but listen, I appreciate for Nerdy John and Max filling in today this evening. Appreciate it. Listen, just for the record, I think the world of Gigi. I don't think she's a pick me. I was just having a little fun.
No, you know, I already know how to respond to this, Peepaw. You know, this wise woman, this wise redheaded woman told me the only people that are mad at pick-me's are the ones not getting picked.
Exactly.
You know,
Damn.
that's what I've heard.
There's some truth in that.
100%. 100%.
Just to be clear, I didn't ever say that, Gigi. I'm completely neutral to this whole thing. I just was relaying what Peepaw was saying. So
I also would like to completely disavow.
Am I still your favorite?
What's her face? You are still my favorite, DMax. I'm a stan. I actually just bought my Commentary 2 sweatshirt, and I would hate to have to destroy it. But I'm very excited to get it.
Well, thank you for the purchase. I appreciate it. Everybody's been buying stuff. It's crazy. You guys are gonna make me blush.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yes.
I can't
Well, I am upset that there are no stickers. So, like, chop chop.
Yeah, I'll get on that. Actually, that's actually a good shout. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get some stickers. I can do that.
So as we're getting out of here, Nerdy John, to start with you. Do your plugging thing, man.
Oh, okay. Hello there, folks. so a bit rusty now. So you can see my channel on nerdyjohn.to2 on YouTube. I host a weekly show with the lovely K-Huck every Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. EST. This week we're going to have our interview with CB2. Should be a lot of fun. I want to see his opinion on the whole FouseyTube drama and whatever else happened throughout the week. We still haven't commented on the XQC stuff, so we might go into that a little bit too. Also, very important, every Tuesday, we also do a members-only stream. We haven't quite locked down the time schedule for that, but it's a guaranteed stream every Tuesday. Speaking of, guys, we're at 19 members now. 25 is the year goal.
Very nice.
Cool. Yeah.
That was pretty good. Although I will say Leon's surfer Disney voice is currently my favorite. That's really good.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about? He's really good at it. I want him to
Leon?
do a Disney. Yeah, the Disney Channel intro voice he uses. It's great.
Oh yeah, no,
I
when
have
he
not
was
heard
on
him
Peepaw
say
and he did
that.
that, yeah, that was awesome. He actually like outdid me, and that's saying something.
So,
Yeah, well, good on you, Nerdy John. I actually have been really enjoying your show, the shows that you did with K-Huck so far. You've been doing good stuff. I'm glad to see you guys kicking it off and everything. I feel a little bit bad that I'm launching our new show, Netpackers, over top of K-Huck doing her stream with Pizzle, because I actually do want to go over there and check that out too.
Yeah.
But you know, at the same time, we got a show we got to release, and you know, the more shows that come out, the more and more the time slots get packed together. And the nice thing is that Netpackers, I don't think as of right now, we don't have any plans to make it like a live show. So it's there whenever you want to go watch it. So, you know, go check it out. It's over on my D_Max_HS channel on YouTube. So go give that a look. Otherwise, you can find me at D_Max_HS on X. So yeah.
Also, your Twitch streams.
Oh yeah, my Twitch streams too.
And on
yeah,
Now
over
Recording.
on Twitch. Yeah, and on Now Recording. Yeah, go sub to Now Recording. I guess. It's like my side hustle at this point, but like whatever. I guess it's cool. I don't know. We had like a stream. It was pretty cool. I guess people say that I was pretty cool in it, but I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
You know, I'm just like,
that last live stream you guys did Monday was.
I mean, I still. It was
good.
It was good. It's so funny. It's so funny because it's like it took me like until yesterday to like work up the courage to like rewatch it. Or no, actually today.
Oh no.
I think it was today. And I was like, wow, I actually didn't do terrible.
No, I think you did really well. I really do. So
yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for everybody's support. Everybody's been reaching out and saying I did a great job. I mean, people from everywhere, and I'm humbled. Thank you guys. I'm not trying to get the W on anybody or anything like that. I'm just trying to be myself. So I appreciate it.
Does that mean we're getting your videos
that's why you
sooner,
get the
or-
W.
Yes,
It's because
soon.
you're yourself.
Well, yeah.
Wait, what?
yeah.
How many days it would soon be though? Like, can we get an ETA here?
Okay, so Peepaw's counter I think would have put this at day 13. So
something. I quit doing that because I felt like it was putting too much undue pressure and stress.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It's gonna be out.
We need Peepaw is pressure. Pressure makes diamonds.
It's gonna come out. It's gone through several iterations and several phases, but this is the final, actual last one. I'm just building it up now for the last time, so it's. I apologize for the wait, everybody, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. And when I'm back, and it'll be great.
At this point,
So
I just hope it comes out before Diorio puts his out.
Yeah, I was about to say you need to.
Yeah.
You
we need to get a betting pool started. Is like who releases the video first, Nick or DMax? Who's gonna upload to their main channel first?
I don't know.
What?
It
As a
might be Nick.
DMax stan, I have to say DMax though.
Yeah. It's really ironic though because my second video is going to be a call out on Nicholas Diorio, so it's kind of thematically funny that way. So, just saying.
Well, I don't know, man. Michael Alberto, he's got his head screwed on pretty good. I think
I'm gonna ally with him. We're gonna go in together against Diorio. I think that'll work out. What do you guys think?
There you go, 100%.
You know, Michael Alberto, he would be such a fun spurg if he weren't so toxic. Because man, that guy.
Wait, what do you mean? You're saying the guy who was formerly associated with an ultra neo-Nazi group was kind of toxic? What?
Yeah.
I mean, I was just surprised by like how like the guy was impossible to talk to. It was just like he needed to get the W in every single sentence, and it's like, can we just have a conversation?
I have sex 3 times. Okay, I have sex multiple times.
You're really bad at this. You're really bad at this. You're really bad at this. It's just like is saying you're really bad at this being good at it? I don't know.
You know, the guy he's a walking voice crack. Is how I describe him.
My voice cracked so
looks like he hasn't hit puberty yet.
But no, I mean, he is the embodiment of like an embarrassing moment where you're just like, dude, please stop hitting yourself, please.
For real.
Yeah. Whoa.
It's very.
Question, DMax.
Sir?
Are you guys going live tonight over on Now Recording?
Are we?
Well, it looks.
According to this here, it's at 9:45
versus Keemstar.
Yeah, 9:45 p.m. this evening.
Oh well, I haven't checked the group chat in a minute. Let me just check some here.
Oh my God! Clear as mud, starting trouble yet again.
No, I don't think so. We just beat him to the punch.
And we took one of their co-hosts. That's kind of rude.
I'd see. No.
You're earning the devil horns now.
Fine, whatever.
People are trying to screw Now Recording out of content.
But I do want to be. I want to see is K-Huck still alive?
Oh yeah,
she
she's
is.
still alive.
Okay, so here's what I would ask you guys to do. We can't raid because we're not.
Which is for another.
We're not that lucky. So what I would ask you to do is if you wouldn't mind, I'm gonna put the link in the chat here. Go over and watch K-Huck and support her in the Pizza Pop, and let her know that we sent you guys over there. You can catch me in the morning at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. When the K-Huck thing is wrapped, whatever. I want to be respectful. Go catch out the Now Recording Boys this evening as well. I'm sure that's going to be a good one as well. So let's go support the Now Recording Boys. And on that note, let's get out of here. And remember, guys, what do? We keep our powder dry, and we
see you in the funny papers.
See you in the funny papers. That's right. Later.